Pooja
Pooja,
ma'am, start.
Okay.
We're live,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Hello, everyone. A very warm welcome to all of you. Welcome to this webinar on creating wealth by disciplined approach and smart investing through equity and options, which is being organized by Committee on Financial Markets and Investor Protection. The committee works in the area of promoting investor protection by nurturing capacity and competency development of members and its stakeholders in the financial market and have been actively working in the area of financial literacy for the development of economy through its various learning initiatives of workshops and training programs. The Committee on Financial Markets and Investors Protection of ICI is also tirelessly working day and night on the mandate of Government of India for development of the domain of financial markets by regularly updating and educating the potential as well as existing investors through its knowledge enriching investor awareness programs. We are glad that committee has organized this webinar to provide insights on investment options and financial markets. Today, we have prominent speakers, CA Gaurav Satija sir and CA Sanjay Kapoor sir with us, who will share their insights on financial markets and provide us with the smart investing tips through equity and options. To begin with, let's welcome CA Charanjot Singh Nanda sir, Chairman of this committee, that is Financial Markets and Investor Protection Committee, and Central Council member of our ICI. Welcome, sir. Handing over the session to you.
thanks a lot, Pooja. A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I can see my very dear friend C.S. Sanjay Kapoor from Panchkula, Madam Pooja, Animesh from the team, Gaver from the C Committee for Financial Markets and Investor Protection team, technical support, and all who have joined today's seminar to go home more enlightened. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with yet another exciting session on stock markets. God has been very kind. The day I took over, 12th February this year, 2023, the market is on highest run. And today we are speaking at this moment, the market is at all-time high. And the GIFT Nifty is 137 points high. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a dream run. You see, people make a lot of money, but we don't teach how to make money. We explain how to understand risk. Making money is a separate thing, but understanding risk differentiates boys with men. You can make money as much as you want. There are 4 categories of investors. Number 1, they are gamblers. People who without logic come and buy and sell. They may make money in short run, but ultimately they will have to be better. They will have to lose in the markets. The second category are the people who understand the markets. They are speculators. Speculator is a good term when it comes to traders because they never lose money. They make money from the market as they have to feed their families with the money they make. The third category are arbitrators. Arbitrage means when there is price differential between 2 markets. They buy from one market and sell it in another market. They buy from the cheaper market and sell it in the expensive market. And fourth are investors. Investors who have little money. I would request Sanjay Kapoor ji, he will tell you the concept of MIS, which he has devised. Every day buying, every day selling. He'll explain it to you. It is up to you if you want to understand it and see how the working goes. You can make paper trading and see how you create value and worth by investments. The fourth category is of an investor. Chartered accountants largely are investors. Although the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India has allowed a practicing chartered accountant to deal in future and options in the equity segment and currency segment. In spite of that, the larger base of chartered accountants are investors. Little money they invest, but they see manifold returns, compounding returns. I have seen people buy 100 shares of Vinati Organics, 3,000 rupees. Today the market cap and the total value is more than 50 lakh rupees. So I want to put across that investment in markets is very good. It is a dream run. You make a lot of money. But how to secure that money? How to ensure that when market goes down, that money is not eroded? How to ensure that when market slides down or BS take control, you do not lose? You may earn little, but you need to understand how to retain that earning. And for that, we have requested Shri Sanjay Kapoor, who is a veteran, who understands markets in and out, and who has been researching into the market over ages now. He'll tell you how to invest, how to trade in future and options. But with a bias of caution so that you don't lose. And the second topic is related to creating wealth by investment in mutual funds, by investments in risk, non-risk oriented entities, by investment in debt entities. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a very exciting session. But understand one thing. Some people start understanding that they have understood the market, which is never done. You never understand the markets. If markets have to explain, they will only give a small two-liner. They would say, कुछ ही लम्हों में क्या पढ़ लोगे मुझे? कुछ ही लम्हों में क्या पढ़ लोगे मुझे? मैंने बरसों लगाए हैं खुद को लिखने में. You can't understand market in a short span of time. You have to see it, you have to look at it, and you have to derive inferences. You have to look times when markets are very high. You'll see times when markets are at all-time low. But a valiant man is the man who makes money even when the market is going up and going down. You need to have a wider perspective of stop losses and targets. I will not speak what the speakers have to speak. Thankful to Sanjay Kapoor ji who came to advise our membership. Thankful to Pooja Chawla, a young chartered accountant who works with BDO, who's very much concerned to create her career so that she can do gainful things in times to come. So, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you all for joining in large numbers to ensure that all of you go home enlightened, putting at rest all the doubts that may have crept over the years. So, thank you. Thanks a lot. I give the dice back to CA Pooja Chawla. Pooja, the dice is all yours. You can take it forward. Thank you, Sanjay Kapoor sir, for coming. Great.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for welcoming me. And we welcome CA Sanjay Kapoor, sir, today also here. A very well warm thank you to Charanjot Singh, sir, who shared his insights on the investments and the markets. As he said, that you can't understand investment options in a short time span. So we'll be having discussions with our speaker, CA Sanjay Kapoor, sir, who will be sharing his useful insights and give us knowledge about investment options so that we can enter into financial markets with a great knowledge and prospects. Handing over the session to you, sir. Very warm welcome to you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks to our Central Council member, Shri C.A. Charanjot Singh Ji Nanda, and moderator C.A. Pooja Chawla Ji. Charanjot Singh Ji Nanda Ji is so great. He has allowed CAs to trade in future and options. सिर्फ उनकी टीम और उनके एफर्ट से ही it is possible to trade in future and option. Otherwise, we used to find other ways to do trading in future and options, which is like making HUF or family members. Now, directly we can use our names and use and do lot of profits in that. And don't to look after here and there to do future options. Thanks all to Shri Charanjot Singh Nanda ji, which has made us possible to work for future and options and make it as a profession also. And it is very good trade, and it is full-fledged trading apart from your CA practice also, where you can learn a lot. I am a daily option learner basically. So I would really thank again to CA Charanjot Singh Nanda ji to make us possible for this thing. And I want to make this webinar section an interactive section so that anybody is free to ask me any question during the session, because I don't want to make it like it is a simple seminar PPT presentation kind of session. I want to make it interactive so that people can understand and ask me as much as questions, so that whatever to my capability, I will try to answer them, because I am still a learner and I daily learn from the market. Market is so expert, so big teacher. Everybody is a student over here. And I will be sharing my experience in trading in equity and options. And I will be giving some good tried and tested strategies in equity option, which I am using for more than 10 years and giving me good results, and to my good friends also, very good results. And maybe double the FD we can get from the market, FD rates. I again request all the participants, feel free to ask questions so that enrich our experience to get the best of our equity and future options learning. Now, I should start with equity basically. Equity is it is not a tax law, GST law, where some sections are there and we can read out the sections and tell, and there are case laws. It is just a business model. Full trading, equity trading, and future trading is just like, I can compare it with a cricket match. Like in cricket match, there are 3-4 formats of cricket match nowadays: 5-day cricket match, 1-day cricket match, and T20. 5-day cricket match can be compared with a mutual fund, where it is very slow process. You give your money to some other person and he invests and it slowly grows. Then it comes a 1-day match. It is as good as equity trading. 1-day matches in cricket is as good as equity trading. And T20 is just future and options, where you end up very quickly your trading profit and losses, because there is an expiry of 5-day only. Every Thursday, your profit and loss is there, and you don't have to wait much from it. And it is a great business model. We have to start. Anybody wants to start the game in equity, he should start with the mutual fund, then come to equity, then to future and options. And you should not jump directly into future and options. What would I should suggest? And for doing an equity, it's 10-minute job. You have to just open demat account with any good trading house. I should suggest you should open a trading account where some banking background is there, where trading is also done by banker trading account, not to some other trading account or cheap trading accounts. And it is basically, equity trading is a one-man show. There is no debtor, no creditors. Your money is never lost. And if you sell the share, next day you will get the money in your account without any hassles. Or if you buy the share, you have to pay the amount next day without anything. You can start your business within 10 minutes, and there's no rental. It's just 5-day week business model, and you can operate anywhere in the world. And 3:30 your market closes and your shop also closes, and there's no bad debts, and you have got enough weekend to spend, Friday and Saturday. So welcome to equity trading, I would suggest. And I would like new persons to start with mutual fund, then share, then future and options. I would like to tell that how to enter. Basically, we are all Abhimanyu in this market. हम सब के सब Abhimanyu हैं. Everybody, by learning a little bit, they think they are the expert in the markets. So we should be all the Abhimanyu in the market. Like, we know how to enter in the market and how to buy the shares, but we don't know how to book the profits. And booking of profit is the most important thing. So from Abhimanyu, we have to become the Arjun of the market. So we should not be trapped like Abhimanyu, and we should become the Arjun, so that we can easily exit from a market also within time, and so that we win the game. And for CAs, what I am telling to CAs have already conquered this field, because around, in case 100 students are enrolled for CAs, only 5 to 10% get through CA. Same is future and markets. You get all everyday risk management, and SEBI has given the report that only 10% of the people make the profits. 1 out of 10 make the profits. 9 out of 10 are in losses in future and options. Same is CA. We have already conquered the first step. We are in the top 10% of the CA students, and we have already qualified for the CAs. So we can conquer this future and options also very easily, because we are on the top 10% of the students, and we have qualified for CA. Same is with future and option. Only 10% of people are successful in this market, and 90% lose their money in future and options. So if we can qualify for CA, so it is not at all difficult for us to qualify in future and options and be successful there. So I would suggest you to, first thing is, like CA, we are determined, so we become the CA. Same is case here with if we are determined, we are disciplined, we can conquer this market very easily, very, very easily. I have got many strategies to tell you where we can easily conquer this market by putting disciplined activity and starting doing strategy. If anybody is having any questions, can put to the moderator, or I can see the questions in case there is. Let me see in case I want to log in.
Yes, sir.
Do we have any?
Someone has a question.
Yeah.
CA Sham Sharma has raised a question as to there are some parameters on the basis of which compounding can be applied. So, sir will be addressing your question, answer to your question in his session. He'll be taking up this topic of parameters and handing over the answers to you.
Definitely, compounding is the only way to make the money in the share market. So when I will be discussing my strategies, you will come to know how compounding helps us to create our wealth and how to multiply our uh, money within no time. Any other question is there?
So just a basic question. Someone has asked a question that whether CA in practice are allowed to trade in derivative segment. They just wanted you to elaborate on the same.
I just told on my opening remarks only.
Yes,
Thanks
sir.
to our CA Charanjot Singh Nanda ji, which has given us opportunity to trade in future and options in their own name while doing the practice and show their balance sheet and show their profit and loss in their accounts. They can directly do share trading derivatives. It's been long time now, more than 1 year, and Central Council has already passed this with the great efforts from Nanda ji.
Yes, sir. That's it, sir. There are no more further questions. I request the audience to drop down your questions in the comment section. Sir will be addressing your queries throughout the session only.
Because I want to make it more interactive session. That's why I am asking you should, at every moment, you should ask the questions. Wherever you need any clarifications. Basically, I know every CS को पढ़ाना कोई मतलब most difficult task है. They are already so learned person. So पढ़े को क्या पढ़ाना? And this is totally, equity trading is totally a number game. So it is very, very exciting to do future and options and equity trading in. One should not give. मैं लोग कहते हैं कि
I request others to please mute yourselves. Please drop down your questions in the comment section and please mute yourselves. Sorry for the interruption, sir.
not issue. And is there any other questions coming on? No.
No, sir. That's it.
Okay. तो लोग सब शुरू में यही कहते हैं कि शेयर मार्केट इज अ जुआ. But I don't think it is a jua. Just recently, Diwali has passed out and everybody plays cards on Diwali for some good reasons. So I will never say it is a jua. और लोग कहते हैं कि म्यूचुअल फंड इज बेटर देन डूइंग ट्रेडिंग बाय देमसेल्व्स और फ्यूचर ऑप्शन बाय देमसेल्व्स. I would like to say if you know the market, you should never hand over your cards to some other person to play around and वो मजे क्यों ले? अगर if you know how to play the cards, you should play yourself the cards. And I'll tell you the tricks how to make money from the share market. I can come directly to that thing where you can earn a lot of money through disciplined investing. And I've got very good strategies to start with equity. Everybody, I'll tell one of my hit strategy, which I'm working for more than 10 years. I'm making profit for more than 20% annually without any risk in equity. I would like to, shall I share my screen to you so that I can easily tell you how I trade in share market through equity?
Yes, sir, that would be great.
It will be easier to understand for the people also.
Yeah, exactly, sir.
If I share my, just hold on. I'll put share screen. Is my screen available to you? No?
Yes, sir, it is available.
My Excel sheet?
Yes, sir. We are able to see it. It's
तो
visible.
सीए को ये स्ट्रेटेजी समझाना बहुत ही आसान है. रीजन बीइंग कि we all do bank financing for our clients and for others. So कोई भी बैंक लोन इजिली दे देता है if any business has the working capital for 3 months. It's very easy for bank to finance in case कोई भी बिजनेस या ट्रेडिंग फर्म या ट्रेडिंग दुकान के पास 3 महीने की वर्किंग कैपिटल है. सेम थ्योरी अप्लाइज टू शेयर मार्केट आल्सो. व्हाट शुड आई टेल कि देयर आर अराउंड 10 to 11 sectors in the market which I have noted down. Like metal is one of the sectors, auto is one of the sectors, IT, oil, pharma, heavy metals, FMCG, construction, and power, bank, hospitality. There are around 10 sectors in the market. So we have to invest in every sector in case we don't know which sector is going to grow next 4 or 5 months or next year. So we have to invest equally in all the sectors. So I write down all the sectors first of all, and then against that sector, I write the top shares of that sector. Like in case of metal, I write SAIL, Coal India, Tata Steel. In case of auto industry, I write Ashok Leyland, Tata Motors, Maruti. In case of IT, I write TCS, Infosys. In case of oil, I write IOC, Reliance Industry, GAIL, ONGC. In case of pharma, I write Cipla, Dr. Reddy, Sun Pharma. In case of heavy metals, I write L&T, Behel. And in case of FMCG, I write ITC, Hindustan Lever. In case of construction, DLF, NBS, NBCC. You can write of your choice also against that shares. And in case of construction, DLF, NBCC. In case of power, Adani Power, NHPC, Tata Power. Bank, in case of bank, SBI, Yes Bank, ICICI, HDFC. In case of hospitality, Indian Hotel, which is Taj Group, Delta Corp. These are around 10 to 11 sectors in the market. And against that sectors, I have written top shares of that company. We have to select 80% of our portfolio should be large caps. 20% can be mid cap or beta cap. Like in old films, जब हम पुरानी पिक्चर देखने जाते थे तो 5 गाने are the top ones जो मोहम्मद रफी, लता मंगेशकर गाते थे. Only out of 5, 1 song is item girl song जो मलिका शेरावत या वो गाते हैं. So it's same case applies here. After 5 good large cap shares, we have to choose only 1 beta share. And our portfolio should consist of at least 80% should be large cap, 20% any B or C or A category or B category shares. Everybody is getting me? Hello. And
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
okay, people have joined, I think now.
Okay.
And again, and ये मैंने सिर्फ example दी हुई है कि against metal these shares I have written according to me. And you can write of your choice also. And I am telling the model for investing in equity on 3-month working capital basis. So my model works if we have got 20 lakh of rupees and we have to invest that. So how to invest that 20 lakhs in the share market? So we have jotted down 10 to 11 sectors in the market, and we will divide that 20 lakhs into 10 sectors. That means each sector will get equal weightage of 2 lakhs. Got it? तो हर सेक्टर के नाम पे हमने 2 लाख रुपया लिख दिया है. And 2 lakh रुपया हर सेक्टर में लगाना है, because we don't know which sector will grow, which sector will fall, and which is going to, क्योंकि हर सेक्टर का अपना टाइम आता है, according to his time it gives profits. तो हमने हर सेक्टर में ही अप्लाई करना है. हमने एक सेक्टर में सेकंड शेयर खरीदना ही नहीं unless we have bought all the sectors. और जब तक सारे सेक्टर्स हमारे कवर नहीं हो गए, हमने एक सेक्टर में सेकंड शेयर नहीं खरीदना. इसमें से सिर्फ एक शेयर ही चूज करना है हमने आउट ऑफ ऑल दीज सेक्टर्स. इन केस वी हैव गॉट 20 लाख रुपीज. ये मैं 20 लाख का मॉडल बता रहा हूँ आपको. एंड वही मैं बता रहा था कि हमारे पास 3 महीने की वर्किंग कैपिटल होनी चाहिए टू इन्वेस्ट इन द शेयर मार्केट. ओनली देन वी कैन बी ए सक्सेसफुल. तो 3 महीने की वर्किंग कैपिटल का मीन्स है 60 trading days. There are around 20 trading days in a month. Saturday, Sunday is off. So 20 trading days in a month. क्योंकि 20 days में ही trading होती है buy sell. And for 3 months, there is 60 trading days. So अगर हमने एक सेक्टर में 2 लाख रुपीस रखे हैं तो 60 से डिवाइड करेंगे तो इट कम्स आउट टू बी 3000 पर डे. तो हमने क्या करना है 3000 पर डे. तो डेली सिप लगानी है हमने इस शेयर्स की, एक एक शेयर का ऑफ एवरी सेक्टर. डेली सिप ऑफ 3000 of each share, and there are 10 shares in the market of each sector. That means हमारी जो शॉपिंग होगी पर डे की वो 33,000 की होगी. And we have got around 20 lakhs in our kitty to invest. And this 20 lakh will finish off in next 60 days. उससे पहले नहीं ये खत्म हो सकते क्योंकि we have divided into 60 trading days. Is there any questions? Let me see. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
And we have to invest around 33,000. आपने क्या अपने ब्रोकर को देना है इक्विटी, जो भी ब्रोकर के पास आपका डीमैट अकाउंट खुला है, यू हैव टू गिव इंस्ट्रक्शंस. आजकल सारे ब्रोकर प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं डेली सिप की. तो यू हैव टू पुट 1 शेयर ऑफ ईच सेक्टर एंड उसको इंस्ट्रक्शन देनी है अपने ब्रोकर अकाउंट में कि पर डे 3000 में जितने शेयर आते हैं वो खरीद लो. एंड यू डोंट हैव टू वरी इवन इफ यू डोंट open your demat account or trading account, it will buy automatically with the help of your broker, because ये daily SIP की facility every broker is giving right now. तो आप चाहे कंप्यूटर खोलो या ना खोलो, अपना ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट लॉग इन करो ना करो, there will be daily shopping of around 33,000 per day, and you have got 60 trading days to invest, and you have got 20 lakhs which will finish it off after 60 trading days. But before 60 trading days, after 7 to 10 days, you will come to know some sector will grow, some will fall. तो आपको 5-10 दिन बाद ही कोई ना कोई शेयर प्रॉफिट देने लग जाएगा, अराउंड 5 to 10%. सो हियर कम्स द ट्रिक कि आपको एग्जिट कर जाना है. आपको एग्जिट कर जाना है व्हेन योर एनी शेयर शोज द प्रॉफिट फॉर 5 to 10%. उसका 70% ऑफ योर डीमैट क्वांटिटी शुड बी सोल्ड ऑफ, book the profit, so that your churning should be there and you should not finish your 20 lakhs in one go. आपका ये 20 लाख सारी उम्र चलना है. आपने इसको हर 5% के बाद आपने एग्जिट कर जाना है, और बट डेली बाइंग नहीं स्टॉप करनी है आपने अपने शेयर्स की. अगर डेली बाइंग स्टॉप करोगे तो फिर यू दिस डेली बाइंग ऑफ शेयर इज जस्ट लाइक EMI ऑफ योर एनीथिंग. ये आपकी 33,000 की EMI पर डे की बंद नहीं होनी चाहिए, व्हाट मे कम. तो अगर आपकी डेली बाइंग बंद होगी तो इट विल बिकम ए NPA. मोटा मोटा ये लेके चलना है. तो आपको डेली बाइंग ना बंद हो, इसके लिए यू हैव टू बुक प्रॉफिट्स आफ्टर 5 to 10% पोर्टफोलियो. जब भी कोई शेयर दिखा रहा है, यू हैव टू एग्जिट इन दैट इक्विटी एंड जनरेट द कैश फॉर नेक्स्ट डे बाइंग. एंड ये 5 to 10% आपने हर शेयर में, साल में अगर आपने 10 बार भी ले लिया तो यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड हाउ मच मनी यू विल गेट रिटर्न ओवर a period of one year. It will be more than 20-25%. Apart from your dividend, these are all dividend paying companies. Apart from dividend and interest in the in the bank, interest and dividend separate होगा, आपकी return will be more than 25%. Anybody has questions on this daily investment?
I request all of you to drop down your questions. Sir, attendees wanted your presentation. So will it be possible for you to share the same? I would request the attendees to drop down a mail to the mail which has been mentioned below of our committee, and if available, sir will share the same over there only.
Basically, I don't make much of the PPT kind of thing. ये मैंने practical ये चीज बनाई है in Excel. This you can copy, cut copy, or whatever you want to do for your shortlisting. It will be very helpful to you for investment in shares. This is practical approach where I am already doing for the last 10 years and making profits for more than 25% per annum, more than that. And I have doing before COVID, after COVID, even between COVID, my returns were same, even more. So I would tell you, this is the, आपको कहीं पर भी कोई टिप लेने की जरूरत नहीं है, कुछ भी किसी से सुनने की जरूरत नहीं है. ओनली सिलेक्ट द सेक्टर लिखो, उसके आगे टॉप शेयर्स लिख दो उस सेक्टर के, और उसमें एक सिलेक्ट कर लो जो आपको पसंद है और डेली सिप लगा दो. होगा क्या, सपोज सेल आपने सिलेक्ट किया, इट इज अराउंड 100 रुपीज रेट राइट नाउ, ठीक है. तो आज आप वो शेयर खरीदेगा अराउंड 100 के 30 शेयर खरीदेगा. व्हेन ये शेयर सपोज ड्रॉप हो गया टू 90 रुपीज, इट विल बाय मोर क्वांटिटी इन 3000 रुपीज. तो आपकी एवरेज विल बी द बेस्ट, बिकॉज यू आर नॉट मिसिंग एनी डे अपॉर्चुनिटी फॉर इन्वेस्टिंग. और अगर ये शेयर 110 रुपये आता है तो आपकी क्वांटिटी कम खरीदेगा. सो यू विल नॉट बी मिसिंग एनी सिंगल डे अपॉर्चुनिटी ऑफ डेली सिप. आपको म्यूचुअल फंड वाले लोग सजेस्ट करते होंगे कि सिप लगाओ, और आजकल बहुत ज्यादा टीवी में भी ऐड आ रही है, एनएससी वालों की भी ऐड आ रही है, इवन सेबी की सिप है तो सही है, एंड दे सजेस्ट सिप ऑफ मंथली सिप, whereas I am suggesting daily sip. Daily sip means you will not miss a single opportunity. अगर कोई पर्टिकुलर शेयर उस दिन नीचे गिरा है तो आपको ज्यादा क्वांटिटी खरीदेगा, और अगर कोई ऊपर वो शेयर चढ़ा है तो आप क्वांटिटी खरीदोगे. आप इसकी एक ब्यूटी बताता हूं. मैं एक क्लाइंट का वैसे ही मैंने उसका ये जबरदस्ती एक अकाउंट खुला दिया और उसकी सिप लगा दी. थोड़े दिन वो थोड़ा शेयर और डेली सिप लगा दी, पर्टिकुलर एक शेयर का नाम मैं बताऊंगा नहीं, तो वो डेली सिप लगा दी. वो शेयर नीचे जाने लगा, तो वो मेरे को रोज क्वेश्चन पूछे, यार क्या हो गया. फिर अचानक एक ही दिन उस शेयर में जंप आया अराउंड 8 to 10% का, और उसको प्रॉफिट एवरेज आउट इज द बेस्ट, क्योंकि जब वो लो जाता रहा तो लो में वो खरीदता रहा, और जैसे ही वो एकदम जंप मारा उसने 8% का, तो उसकी जो ओवरऑल पोर्टफोलियो था इट वॉज गिविंग प्रॉफिट्स ऑफ मोर देन 8 to 9%. तो वो मेरे पास आया, बोलता सर ये तो मैं प्रॉफिट बुक कर लूं. मैंने कहा प्रॉफिट बुकिंग इज मोर इंपॉर्टेंट. हमने अर्जुन बनना है, अभिमन्यु नहीं बनना. हमने निकलना ही इज द आर्ट. अगर आपने प्रॉफिट बुक नहीं किया तो कोई फायदा ही नहीं है, बिकॉज एवरीबडी, जो भी लोग इन्वेस्टमेंट करते हैं, एक बार प्रॉफिट जरूर नजर आता है. जब तक आप प्रॉफिट बुक नहीं करोगे तो कोई फायदा ही नहीं है. और इसलिए दुख भी नहीं होना चाहिए प्रॉफिट बुक करने में, because same day you are also buying that share, and in over a period of time you will collect again same quantity जितनी आपने बेची है. over a period of 1 week, 10 days और next 15 days, 20 days में उतनी क्वांटिटी दोबारा इकट्ठी हो जाएगी. इसलिए प्रॉफिट बुकिंग में तो रुकना ही नहीं है. एंड उसको इतना प्रॉफिट हुआ, वो जो बिल्कुल रिलेक्टेंट हो रहा था मेरे पास डीमैट अकाउंट खुलाने में, वो मेरे को बोलता सर अब बताओ सेकंड शेयर कौन सेक्टर का खरीदूं. फिर वो अब he has invested in every sector. He started with one sector. Now he is investing in every sector and getting very good return, और उसको पूरा मजा आ रहा है, खुद ट्रेड कर रहा है, खुद देख रहा है. And you will also start loving this by investing in this year. अगर आपको कोई इशू है, अगर पैसे कम है, तो यू कैन स्टार्ट विद 1 सेक्टर, 2 सेक्टर, 3 सेक्टर. आप ये लेके चलो कि एक सेक्टर के लिए 2 लाख रुपए रखने हैं. जैसे ही 6 लाख हुए तो 3 सेक्टर सेलेक्ट कर लो अपनी चॉइस के. अगर 5 लाख आपके पास 10 लाख है तो 5 सेक्टर सेलेक्ट कर लो. मगर मैक्सिमम बेनिफिट और प्रॉफिट तभी होगा व्हेन यू सेलेक्ट ऑल द सेक्टर्स, you invest in all the sectors, because you are not in the driving seat. You don't know which sector is going to rise, which sector is going to fall. तो जैसे अचानक आजकल आईटी डाउन है एंड बैंकिंग इज अप, तो यू नेवर नो कब कौन सा सेक्टर चल पड़े. और ऑटो इज गुड, तो मेटल इज गुड, तो आपको कुछ पता ही नहीं है कि कौन सा सेक्टर चलना है, कौन सा सेक्टर नहीं चलना. सो ऑलवेज अपना पोर्टफोलियो एक बार रीलाइन करो, और आपको लग रहा है कि एक सेक्टर से ज्यादा उस आपके पोर्टफोलियो में है, एग्जिट. जो अपना फेवरेट है उसमें ही प्रॉफिट बुक करके उसकी डेली सिप लगा लो और उसको रीलाइन करो, और बाकी सेक्टर्स में स्प्रेड करो. एक सेक्टर में एक शेयर ही रखना है. पहले तो मिनिमम 10 शेयर हमारे हर सेक्टर कवर होने चाहिए. उसके बाद एक सेक्टर में सेकंड शेयर हमने तभी खरीदना है, नहीं तो नहीं खरीदना. इट इज एज सिंपल एज दैट. तभी आपको लॉस हो जाए तो टचवुड, मैं पिछले 10 साल के एक्सपीरियंस से बताता हूं, अभी तक तो ऐसा कोई दिन आया नहीं, ना कोई ईयर आया जिस दिन कोई लॉस हुआ हो, जिस साल कोई लॉस हुआ हो. इवन यूक्रेन वॉर केम, इवन योर हम इजराइल वॉर केम, कहीं पर भी कोई इशू आया, आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं है। इफ यू आर बुकिंग एट रेगुलर इंटरवल्स एंड यू आर एग्जिटिंग बुकिंग प्रॉफिट्स एट 5% जब आपका पोर्टफोलियो दिखा रहा है एंड यू आर बाइंग ऑन डेली बेसिस, आपको लॉस हो ही नहीं सकता, इतने कॉन्फिडेंटली मैं कह सकता हूँ। एनीबडी, कोई क्वेश्चंस वगैरह?
Sir, as you told about stop loss, that there are very lesser chances of stop loss. Some of our attendees wanted to know more about stop loss strategies, like when they incur losses, how to, stop on that loss. So there are few of the attendees, namely Sumit Jain and Himani, who wanted you to elaborate more on stop losses.
देखो जी, इक्विटी इज द थिंग वेयर आपने पैसे पूरे देके रजिस्ट्री अपने नाम पे करा लिया है। जैसे प्रॉपर्टी की रजिस्ट्री हम अपने नाम पे नहीं करा लेते, इक्विटी भी वही होती है कि आपने कैश में बाय किया है और पूरे पैसे देके आपने अपने डीमैट अकाउंट में वो शेयर खरीद लिया है। आपकी मर्जी से वो शेयर बेच नहीं सकता कोई भी, बिकॉज यू हैव पेड फुल अमाउंट फॉर दैट शेयर। स्टॉप लॉस हमेशा लगता है फ्यूचर ऑप्शंस में। इक्विटी में आई वुड सजेस्ट देयर शुड बी स्टॉप प्रॉफिट, नॉट स्टॉप लॉस। आपने स्टॉप प्रॉफिट करना है, जैसे ही 5% आया, 10% आया, उसको आपने स्टॉप कर देना है और बुक कर लेना प्रॉफिट, और उसकी डेली सिप कंटिन्यू रखनी है। माई स्ट्रेटेजी इज टोटली रिवर्स, क्योंकि आपकी मर्जी के बिना वो इक्विटी से निकल ही नहीं सकता। और जितना ज्यादा वो एवरेज आउट हो रहा है, आप सोचो, अगर मेरे सेम एग्जांपल बताता हूं, मैंने एक शेयर की लगाई थी डेली सिप विच वाज अलोक इंडस्ट्री, एंड आई स्टार्टेड व्हेन इट वाज एट द रेट ऑफ 22 रुपीज, और मैं उसकी डेली सिप 3,000 रुपए की लगाई हुई थी। तो वो डाउन होता 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 12 रुपीज तक आ गया, इवन 11 पॉइंट समथिंग का रुपीज का आ गया वो शेयर। तो बट मेरी डेली सिप एक दिन भी मिस नहीं हुई वो 3,000 की, एंड इट टुक मी 1 ईयर टू कम बैक टू 22 रुपीज। आज वो 20 रुपीज से ऊपर है, बट मेरी एवरेज, आप सोचो, मेरी एवरेज आउट अराउंड 14-15 रुपीज की आ गई है वो। तो मेरे को उसने कितना प्रॉफिट दिया होगा। स्टॉप इक्विटी में स्टॉप, देयर शुड नॉट बी स्टॉप लॉस unless you are playing with beta shares. Or if you are playing with A class, X Nifty or Nifty shares, there should not be any stop loss, because सत्यम और रिलायंस पावर ये एक दो शेयर्स ही बन सकते हैं, एंड यू शुड ऑलवेज डील विद निफ्टी और एक्स निफ्टी शेयर्स, जो निफ्टी में रह चुके हैं, अभी करंट हैं, या निफ्टी में पुराने रह चुके हैं। सो देयर इज नो चांसेस, जैसे ही आपने डेली की एवरेज लगाई हुई है, तो जितना वो एक्यूमुलेट होगा, जब वो रिवर्स आएगा ना, तो आपको सारे पिछले पाप धो जाएगा, एंड यू विल बी हैप्पी टू नो छोटे छोटे प्रॉफिट लेने से वो जितना प्रॉफिट देगा। मैं आपको अलोक इंडस्ट्री की अपनी एग्जांपल बताई है, तो मेरे को 1 साल का अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं मिली उस पर 5% भी प्रॉफिट होने की, मगर अभी आई एम सो हैप्पी। वो 1 साल एक्यूमुलेट हुआ अराउंड 3,000 पर डे के हिसाब से, और 22 से मैंने स्टार्ट किया था। इट वेंट डाउन टिल 11 पॉइंट समथिंग टिल 12, और डेली मेरी सिप लगी हुई थी। और आज की डेट में इफ यू अगर मैं आपको अपना पोर्टफोलियो दिखाऊं, तो सबसे ज्यादा प्रॉफिट ही अलोक इंडस्ट्री ने दिखाया होगा। बट पीपल स्टॉप इन्वेस्टिंग व्हेन शेयर स्टार्ट्स टू फॉल डाउन। यू शुड नॉट एट ऑल स्टॉप योर सिप व्हेन शेयर इज फॉलिंग डाउन। आपने अगर सिप लगाई है, तो वो आपको हमेशा नियर टू मार्केट ही रखेगा, क्योंकि वो फॉलिंग मार्केट में भी ज्यादा क्वांटिटी खरीदी होगी उसने। आई थिंक दे हैव गॉट द आंसर। तो
Yes, sir.
मार्केट में कोई भी लोग इन्वेस्ट नहीं करते, उल्टा एग्जिट करने की कोशिश करते हैं, विच इज रिटेलर्स मेन माइंडसेट। इट शुड बी अगेन टोटली अपोजिट। आपको तो प्रॉफिट तो देखना ही नहीं हमने पोर्टफोलियो में। 5 से 10% प्रॉफिट हो गया तो आपको पागल होना चाहिए, ये मैंने जेब में डालना है कैसे। जैसे चील के घोंसले में मांस नहीं होता ना, वैसे हमारे पोर्टफोलियो में प्रॉफिट ज्यादा नजर नहीं आना चाहिए। माई स्ट्रेटेजी इज ऑलवेज देयर शुड बी प्रॉफिट, स्टॉप प्रॉफिट, नॉट स्टॉप लॉस। जितना वो एक्यूमुलेट होगा उतना आपको ज्यादा बेनिफिट देके जाएगा। दिस इज माई ट्रस्टेड एग्जाम्पल, और मैंने अपना दिखाया भी है। इफ यू कैन से, आई कैन शो यू माई पोर्टफोलियो ऑफ अलोक इंडस्ट्री, आप हैरान हो जाओगे। उसमें इन्वेस्टमेंट अब बिल्कुल थोड़ी सी है, और प्रॉफिट्स आप सोच भी नहीं सकते कितने हुए होंगे।
So I'm sorry to interrupt you in between. Some
Yeah.
of our attendees are mostly from southern sectors, so they are unable to understand the Hindi. So can we shift it
I
to
try to speak in English mostly.
Yeah, so sorry for the interruption.
Not issue, not issue.
Yeah.
I thought कि everybody is from north side. Basically, I'm from Panchkula.
Yeah. No, actually, the people from southern regions were, posting the request throughout the session. So I was waiting for you to conclude so that I can interrupt you in between.
Not issue, not issue.
Okay, sir.
Can I see other questions also? Please continue in English. Yeah. What should be the better? Would it be better to start SIP in Nifty ETF as it gives us exposure in all A category sectors? Sir, Nifty ETF is very slow moving. We should not start Nifty ETF. We should start SIP of Nifty shares rather than Nifty ETF, because their exit, you will see exit very slow and very late. Because Nifty ETF will rise, Nifty ETF is consisting of 50 shares, and for moving that 5% will be too, you have to wait too much long. Why not select Nifty shares instead of Nifty ETF? I have started speaking in English. Thanks, Shirin Nivasan ji. What is the money limit to invest in one particular stock? It is very simple. Total amount you have kept for equity divided by 10. There are 10 sectors in the market, and you have got 20 lakhs in your kitty for investment in equity. So you have to divide it by 10, because there are 10 sectors in the market, 10 to 11 sectors. And one sector should not more than 2 lakhs in case you have got 20 lakhs. In case you have got 10 lakhs, then 1 lakh per sector, or one particular stock of that sector. And also the capital gain is the short term, correct? Also the capital gain is short term, correct? And you will be having mostly short term capital gain only, because we will be exiting after 15 days, 20 days. We have to churn our portfolio. So it will be less than 1 year. So less than 1 year is short term capital gain, and you have to pay just 15% tax on that. Even that can be managed at the time of in the month of March. That also I can tell you strategy how to save your income tax on short term capital gain also. In the month of March, you can see if you have got too much profits in your portfolio. Only you have to see unrealized losses in any particular share. You book that loss and again buy that share next day. Then you will be saving your taxes also on 15% also. Also the capital. Would it be better to start SIP in Nifty ETF? This I have already. 5% booking profit in stock wise or sector wise or portfolio wise? Kindly clarify. Sir, it is stock wise, because sector is wide word. Out of that sector, you have chosen one share. I have given, you should cover all the sectors. And against that sector, you have to choose one share. You cannot buy a sector. You have to buy a share of that sector. So 5% in one share. Out of 3 in each sector, are you recommending one in each daily SIP? I am recommending all the 10 sectors you should cover to gain the maximum returns, because you don't know that 3 sector will start growing or not. In case you have covered all the 10, 11 sectors, then there are chances of losing money is 0. Sir, please kindly continue in English. Okay. So, shall I repeat my things in case you have not understood in Hindi, which I have spoken? Whether profit to be booked after achieving 10% increase respective of holding. 110% you should exit your book profits 10%. If you should not emotionally attach to your shares. You should always book your profits. 10% is good enough. And if you can rotate one share of 10% profit 3 times in a year, so you can see how much returns you can get. 3 into 10 is 30%. And 3 times 10% profit 3 times in a year is not a big deal. So irrespective of holding, 10% you should exit. And in case you are very much emotionally attached to that share, start SIP of that share after booking the profit. So you mean profit booking should happen only after 3 months? No, never. It should happen when your portfolio's profit booking should be done in 2 or 3 cases only. I should tell when should we book the profits. One case is when we see profit of 5 to 10% in our portfolio, in that particular share, we should the book profit. Other situation is when we don't have money to invest of daily SIP of 33,000, our EMI of 33,000 should not stop. So when in case we don't have money, we have got only 1 lakh rupees left in our bank account to invest. That means only 3-day investment is remaining. So you should exit. Even some share is showing the profit of 2 or 3%. You should not afford to have any EMI miss. In case EMI is missed, that means opportunity is missed of that average. So you should exit profit 5%, or in case you don't have money to invest on daily investment, your money is not there, or you should bring money from outside. So your EMI should not stop. Sir, how to start future? Future is next step. First, let's be clear in equity. Basically, you should do future and option trading only 20% of your money. 80% should be invested in your equity. Generally, broking a charge at 20 rupees for each script for SIP. Any suggestion, negotiation? No, it is not there. It is only 6 or 7 rupees a charge, because nowadays on equity you are giving brokerage of 0.1% only, 0.1 or 0.07. So it's very less. It's not 25. 25 is too high. What time to be set in trading hours for SIP? It's not in your hand, because you have to give instructions for SIP to your broker, daily SIP, because it's not in your hand. Only your broker decides. Sometimes it's done in 11:30 in the morning, sometimes 12, sometimes 12:30, sometimes 1 o'clock. So all the time it is different, because you don't have to worry for the daily SIP. It has to be done automatically through your system only. You don't have to worry. You don't have to log in for your daily SIP buying. You should not be worried about your daily SIP. Once instruction is given, it will be done automatically. While you want to sell script which has made 5%, how will you deal with loss-making script? When I do reinvesting, should I invest again in all sectors, including loss-making? Your daily SIP should be in all sectors once you have started. So the loss-making will average out very good. You don't have to stop your SIP in loss-making shares, because I have already told you my example. In case of Alok Industry, I started SIP when it was 21. It went down to 11.5. I didn't stop my SIP even for a single day. Now it has given me double the profit, more than 50%. So you don't have to worry about if it is loss making. Your SIP should not stop, because in case it is loss making, it is daily falling down, it will buy more quantity in 3,000. I have given you already example of sale. In case you start buying at when your sale was 100 rupees, now it is 85. Now in 3,000, it will buy more quantity at the rate of 85. So you will always be near to your market. You will not be very far from your market in case your daily SIP is not missed. So once when it start moving up, it will give you the maximum results, and maximum, because you have already collected maximum quantity, it will give you the maximum profits also. Price of share is varying, then what amount should be fixed or quantity? This is very good question. Amount should be fixed or quantity should be fixed? I would suggest amount should be fixed, because in case there is a variation in amount of share, it will daily change the quantity. In case it is 80, then it will buy a different quantity. In case it is 90, then it will buy a different quantity out of 3,000. And quantity should not be fixed. And one more thing to be remember, always try to get the shares which are equal to 100 rupees or less than 100. Always choose that shares which are equal to 100 rupees or less than 100, so that your quantity should be changed every day. I give you example of IT, Infosys and TCS. TCS is more than 3,000. You will buy only one share in case you have chosen SIP for TCS. In case of Infosys, it is around 1,300, 1,400. So again, only 2 quantity will be bought out of 3,000. So one should avoid having price of more than 1,000. I don't have any choices in case of IT. So I have chosen Infosys. But you should always try to identify the share which are equal to 100 rupees or less than 100. So that quantity should be changed while it changes its prices. You have explained whenever there is profit in some script, you should exit. But what about there is loss? When we should, there is no stop loss. It is stop profit. You should always book the profit, and stop loss will also convert into your profit when it gets near to, because you are buying daily, you are getting the best of the averages. When it will reverse, it will give the maximum profits with the maximum quantity. Share in column 3 are not fully visible. Column 3. Okay, I'll just expand it more. Is it okay? Sir, please continue in English. Pros and cons trading applying to OPO and not able to view. Please use both language, English and Hindi. Trading in future and options, which is better, sir? How can we assess the risk? Future and option in next stage to equity. I'll just start with that. But let's be clear first with the equity. So that because maximum amount of your investment should be in equity. 80% should be in equity. 20% only for fun sake in future options. Nothing more than that. Committee for members in the practice has tie-up with bankers or brokers to open demat account for the benefit of members, large like any other products, tally practices. This central committee will tell. If we invest with discipline and intelligence, we can multiply our money and risk will be minimal also. But discipline is the absolutely. Hope you agree with me. Definitely, I agree with you. Discipline makes us win in every situation, in every field, not in equity. Everywhere where discipline is there, you will always be a winner. Can a CA take franchisee from share broker? I don't think so. Is he allowed to trade in commodities? And not in commodities. These are future and options. What about trading in MCX? MCX, I don't think we can trade in MCX. We can trade in, I think, currency trading. For me, please explain what is option and future. Please share your strategy upon the timing. There are so many mutual funds. How to decide? Please, when you know the tricks of the trade, don't go for mutual fund. I won't suggest unless you have got don't have any time. Try to get involved into equity. You will start learning and having fun with it because it's a number game. And start investing through my strategy. You'll start loving it. Should we need specific permission from council for trading in? No specific. It's already allowed. How to follow strict stop loss in future? That I'll tell you in future. I'll tell you. Is the CA allowed to trade in derivative? Yes, we can do trading in. Going to our wrong side on screen. Side dated display. This is written short. Membership. How to pay the fees? Any other questions, ma'am? How?
No, sir. I think the questions are more related to future and options, which you'll be covering up in your further slides.
Yeah. How does one deal with secondary market as in case with money getting locked in various sectors through SIP? There is good chance that there will be loss in many sectors and profits in few. So when should one exit from the loss-making SIP shares? For X, Reliance and HDFC are static or falling out for the past 1 year. So investment in SIP would not result any. You have already invested in 10 sectors and you are talking about only one sector which is giving you loss. Other 9 sectors will be flourishing like anything. They will cover your loss of any other sector. When that sector will start recovering or giving profits, then you will be too much happy. I've already told you example of my Alok Industry. I never get the opportunity to exit even for 4% for 1 year. But when it started, when it reversed, it gave me maximum profit, leaving aside other sectors. And you should, if you are covering large caps, you should not worry. It will not fall down much. Please suggest any stockbroker website where SIP instruction can be given by us. without contacting the broker. Yeah, you don't have to contact any broker. It is through yourself only. While placing the order, it will ask you whether you want daily SIP, weekly SIP, fortnightly SIP, monthly SIP. You should select daily SIP. It is giving by my broker is giving it. It is ICICI. If Alok Industry was wound up and delisted on that time, I have already made so much money out of Alok Industry. Now I have got only profit shares. Suggestion for broker is ICICI is giving for daily SIP. Is it as advisable to use bank loan, say up to 20% of your portfolio making investment is? No, we should not do bank loan for 20% in for our portfolio. I don't think so. It is an advisable thing. But in case you are so confident, you can go for it. But I won't. Even nowadays, brokers are offering loans for investing in shares. Like they charge on daily basis interest, and they give at the rate of 9.5%, and you have to invest 30% of your equity cash, and 70% margin they are providing, and you can carry your position till 365 days, and you can carry and you have to pay daily basis. Unless you have got very confident about that share and you don't have money to invest, only then you should go for the loan, otherwise don't. Should we strictly follow your recommended shares for 11 sector? No, it's your wish. Sometimes these shares are good for me. I have just given very small example of these shares. You can choose any shares, but it should be large cap. And you can choose your own shares of each sector. You can always search for the Google, write the metal and tell what are the shares in metal, and they will tell you the shares. And go for the shares which are having around 100 rupees value. It will be more beneficial for you. How can one catch sectoral rotation if we are not doing stock SIP and investing directly? In case we can, no, nobody can catch the sectoral rotation. Nobody can catch the market. I am a daily learner. Even after putting off 20 years of my experience in stock market, all I can say, market is above all. Nobody can catch a hold of it. Nobody can master it. Market is the king. All are expecting bad results for BJP for next, and by tomorrow results will be coming. Even then we are at the highest point of the market. You can, and there is war everywhere, and inflation is high, everything, in even interest rates are also going high. Even then you cannot predict the market. Market is master of all. Which stock is good to buy? Any stock, whichever you want to buy, divide it by 50 and put daily SIP of it. It is as simple as that. My answer is always remain same. Whatever amount you want to buy a share, divide it by 50 and put daily SIP of that share. You will never be in loss, I suppose. So never buy in bulk quantity one time any share, because you are not in the driving seat. You don't know when to this share will rise or not. That day it was good or not. I tell you by my experience, I was independent director with Indian Oil Corporation. I knew all the results. I was the audit committee chairman also. And when results were good, next day share falls by 3%, 2% without any reason. So you cannot say, even I knew results are good, but share didn't rise. Because when the news is out, it's out for everybody. And smart people, they exit at that time. So you cannot buy one share at one go and for one time. Simple. Whatever you want to invest, divide it by 50, put daily SIP of that share. In any particular sector, can we accumulate money to different companies on daily basis? Or once it's fixed, then we should continue the same share. We should continue the same share, but we should select one share in one sector only. Unless we have covered all the sectors, we should not buy a second share in that sector. Is the profit booking to be done per script? If there is a profit of 5% or 5% of, no, you will never get 5% of the portfolio. You have to book profit 5% of one share only, of each share. Views on recently I got the allotment of Tata Technology. I got 150 shares. I exited 50%. Tomorrow I'll exit another 50%. Then put daily SIP of that. I will not regret by selling them, because another 30 days or 2 months, I will accumulate same quantity. And because this is so volatile nowadays, because it's moving from 1200 to 1400, I will buy on the every dip, and I will again exit when it's showing profit of 5%. So I am going to exit 50% on first day. I've already exited. Another I will exit next 1-2 days. Then we'll start daily SIP of that, so that I will not regret of booking profit. What is your opinion about Varun Beverages stock? Is it not better than HUL? Sir, both are good. Divide by 50, put the daily SIP. You ask me anyway, my answer will be the same. How to book profit in case what you are recommending it at 10 to 10%. Should daily SIP in that stock continue? 100% it should continue. Only then you will not regret in booking the profit, because in another few days you will again accumulate that much quantity. So it will, you will book profit, and it will be again another 30-20 days you will again accumulate same number of quantities. So you will not regret by booking the profit. You should not never stop your SIP throughout your life, and this 20 lakh is not going to end throughout your life. This will go on churning. Once you make another 2 lakh profit of these, out of these 20 lakhs, add one more share. After exiting, should we enter? Your SIP should, it is just like EMI. You have married to this EMI. It should not stop. It is just like a marriage. Is that clear?
Yes.
And we should not, we should not stop investing in shares. It is the best asset today. And Nifty हो या इंसान हो, कहते हैं ना ऊपर ही जाना है. And you should always enter large caps only, because अगर ज़्यादा, it will not fall off much. So if they don't rise much, they won't fall also very much. And now I can compare share market with doctor and engineer. People want to earn a lot of money in the share market. I just ask one question to you. In case anybody who qualifies for the doctor MBBS seat, he puts his young age, 4 years at least to become a MBBS, 4 years of hardship, and after 4 years, he become an MBBS. And Pooja ma'am, how much does it cost to become an MBBS? Maybe around 1 crore?
Yes, sir. Somewhere
For
around, yeah,
4
80 lakhs to 1 crore. Yeah, exactly.
1 crore, 4-5 years of hard of his youth, he put
Yeah.
in. After putting 1 crore, how much does he expect salary after getting MBBS without MD?
So at least if any professional would like to at least enter the amount he has invested, so he would expect that slowly and gradually he should earn somewhere around 1 crore, but what with a later phase of time, right?
No. What salary does he get after qualifying for MBBS? What is the practical, what he gets salary after getting qualified for MBBS? Not more than 50,000 or 1 lakh. Maybe
Yes,
that
the average is 50,000.
50,000
Is
after putting in 4 years of his youth and 1 crore in cash.
Yeah.
and working day night and 50,000. And we expect 1 lakh rupees return in shares by putting 1 lakh rupees only.
Yeah.
Have we invested 1 crore in equity
No.
and put in 4 years of learning in equity? Then we should expect 50,000. Then we are as good as doctor.
Exactly.
But it is totally other way around. We put in very small amount of money in the equity, but expect कि if you put in today, it will double next day. And without any hard work. After 4 years of your experience, without earning anything, putting day night and learning, and after putting 1 crore, if you are getting 50,000, then you equal doctor. Do we work hard so much in equity investing? Never.
Yeah.
But in this strategy, if you put in 20 crores, you can easily earn more than 20 lakhs per annum. And on the starting from day one only, without wasting that 4 years also. So I can say, being a CA, we are far better than doctors any day.
Agreed.
There are more questions. Shall I read? Whether IPO can be applied by opening demat account on the behalf of HUF partnership firm. I don't think partnership firm allows. In HUF, you can now apply for IPO. How to get increased chances of applying SME, IPO? Any suggestion? Only pray to God daily and some puja and some promises to God that you will pay so much thing to him. Only then you can get the IPO. Means profit booking is 5% per script, not 100% 5% per script, not at all 5% portfolio. 5% portfolio, you will never get the chance. Is Paytm a good stock for a SIP? Any stock is good for SIP. Any stock. Anytime. You don't have to look for its technicals, anything. Because I'm not at all a technical man. I'm pure mathematician. I'm totally work on mathematics. Buy on daily basis and have capacity to buy for next 3 months. You will never get failed. How to know IPO pricing is fair before IPO opens? Oh, they themselves do a lot of homework for that. After exiting, should we enter in the same price? Yes, 100%. Sir, whether investment in land is more profitable? Never. I can compare land with shares anytime. If you have got land, suppose you have got 10 marla house, right? Everybody understand what is 10 marla? It is 250 square yards, right? And you have invested 10 marla house and you have invested around 1 crore for that. And you have invested 1 crore in shares. Now you need 5 lakh rupees emergency for your any daily needs or for any emergency. You cannot sell 1 marla out of that 10 marla to meet your 5 lakh emergency. Whereas in share, you out of 1 crore, you can sell 5 lakh worth rupees of share, even if they are in losses. And for selling a land, you need at least 2-3 months to get it sold. And it will be sold in full value, full land. Part land cannot be sold off. So any day, shares are far better, far liquid than any land. And it is as liquid. And it gives you so much pleasure that you are having so much worth of shares. Earning are 20% from first year or later years. First 3 years, basically, first 3 months are the maximum time it will time to take grow. Like when koi child birth hota hai, so it takes 3 months in case of these strategy. 3 months to be at optimal position. After that, it will grow from first year onwards only. Why people are so much obsessed about IPOs? You should apply. It's very small amount you get in the IPO. Max is 15,000. I got lot of only 15,000, and out of that 15,000 and equity, you are CA 15,000, and you are thinking of investing 33,000 per day. So even if you get IPO worth rupees 15,000 and that too once in a year, it's not going to change much of your life. But by investing daily 30,000, it's going to give you far good results. Basically, now shall I cover a little bit of future options also? Or equity? People are asking too much questions on equity. Can we compare the salary of CA with MBBS? I don't want to comment the salary of CA because that's why I took the example of MBBS. And 50,000, ma'am ne told too much high, because after MD he'll get 50,000, not only after MBBS. You have to put another 3 years for MD. CAs are the best because they got out of 100, only 10 become the CA. CA and MBBS, there's a lot of difference. In MBBS, it is difficult to get in, but easy to get out. But in CA, it is very easy to get in, very difficult to get out. And you are the lucky ones to get out. So we should do future options equity, because you are the best 10% of whole 100 students. When to book profit, whether booking profit fully or half of each script? Yeah, this is again a good question. We can book profit depending upon how much percentage we should book the profit of the equity. Normally, if we are short our cash, then we can book 100% of the profits in that particular equity. Or if we have got enough cash to remaining in our kitty for next 15 days, then you can book profit for the 50%, 60%, depending upon the situation to situation. If you have got enough cash for next 15 days to invest, then book lesser quantity, then sell lesser quantity of your demat quantity. Another wait for another day to rise, then sell another day. If you have got cash short, then you should book maximum profit so that your EMI should not stop. Please cover the topic of future and options. Please continue with the F&O. It's better to use buy now, pay later service at the rate of per month investing purpose for trading. So this is one-time trading. I'm telling about SIP, because buy now, pay later cannot be applied on SIP. Basically, future and options have been developed for the hedging tools. And any option trading is just like hedging to safeguard your original asset. But nowadays, option trading is traded as without having any asset, and you trade option trading without having that asset. Earlier, everybody knows about what is options, or shall I cover basics of option also? Basically, we can compare option with our insurance of our car. Like when we buy a car, we buy an asset. We cannot take that car out of showroom unless we get it insured. It is as simple as that. Same is with the option. When we buy an asset, we should ensure for its downfall, and we have to cover it or hedge it through option. It is as good as a insurance for our that particular asset. And there are many strategies for option trading. Suppose there was a question like we have accumulated too much equity by SIP, and there it is showing loss, or it has shown too much quantity for that. Then what to do? if it has become equivalent or 70% of the lot size of that particular share, then you can write calls against that share and earn rental against that share. It is covered call strategy. And everybody was asking for the stop losses. And we all talk about the stop losses, but we never put stop losses in trading or option and trading. Even I don't put stop losses. So there is a solution for trading in options without any stop losses. The solution is always do option trading in pair. Never do naked trading. I suggest you never do naked trading. Don't buy a call or sell a call naked. Always do a pair trading. Like if you're buying a call, buy a put also. If you are buying a call, sell the call also. Or you are buying a put, sell the put also of different strike prices. So you will never need to put stop losses, because in pair trading, one thing is opposite to other thing. If one is showing loss, other will start showing profits. So my suggestion to you, all of you, is please do pair trading. I always do pair trading, and without pair, I don't enter the market in options, and I exit in the enter in the pair and exit in the pair only. Unfortunately, if market goes down continuously for 3 months, then we will not have any share to book profit. We are left with no working capital, or you face any such situation. Just compare yourself with any jewelry shop. Just compare it that this your equity trading is one of your shop, and you are comparing it with any jewelry shop. And I just compare it with jewelry shop, and I tell you it is better than your jewelry shop, because if any jeweler has bought his stocks, suppose he has bought his stock for selling at the rate of 50,000 per 10 grams, right? And next day that jewelry comes down to 48,000. That gold rate comes down to 48,000. And any customer comes to his shop, will he sell his that particular item to customer or not? Even if it is less than 50,000, and he bought it for 50,000, now rate is 48,000 for the gold, and customer has come to his shop. Pooja ma'am, will he sell to that customer? Definitely, he cannot refuse, because customer has come to jewelry shop, and he has to sell his to his customer, even if it is he's selling to at a loss. But in share market, you have got the option. You bought any stock at the rate of 50,000. Unless your rate comes, it doesn't come 55,000, and it any rate of 48,000, you won't sell it. You have got better edge than your jewelry shop.
Exactly.
Exactly. He has to sell his stocks. Even if a customer enter it, he has, even if in losses, he has to sell it. He has to sit in his whole shop from morning 10 to 8 in the evening. Doesn't have any lunch time. Doesn't have any Saturdays off. Only Sunday off. Whereas in share market, after 3:30, your shop is closed. Saturday, Sunday is off. And you can do anywhere trading in the world. Only all you need is one mobile or laptop with a good internet connection. And your shop is open all the days. You can enjoy your holidays. Whereas in jewelry shop, you are attached to it. And there is always risk of theft, risk of losing, risk of pilferage. Whereas in stocks, once you bought in and they are in your demat account, no one can take them out unless you sell them. कोई चोरी नहीं कर सकता for that stocks. Is that clear? So I always compare share trading in equity with a jewelry shop, and I always find equity trading is far better than in any jewelry shop. And normally jewelry shop also put stocks of around 1 crore. If you have got a kitty of 1 crore of equity of shares, you will be earning more than him, and you have got more time than him, any day. And your wife will always be happy because you are always available to her. Please explain the basic of option trading. Option trading is just like an insurance. I told you. We get our car insured. Suppose we bought a car of 10 lakh rupees. And insurance amount is, we have to pay a premium of 10,000 for the insurance of 10 lakh of cars. And that insurance is valid for 1 month, 1 year. Same is here in option also. It is a premium of any particular strike price of Nifty or equity, and you pay premium of that particular strike price of the share or index, and you pay very small amount of premium. And insurance company, in case of car, make sure in case of any accident, he'll pay you till 10 lakh rupees of your insurance amount in case of an accident. Same is case with the option. In case there is any fall in the market and you have bought the put by paying a small premium, you will be compensated for that fall. So always compare option trading as an insurance product. Whereas in case of insurance, only in case of accident you get the money. But whereas in option trading, if you have bought a call by paying a small premium, you get money in case market is grown up very much, and your loss is limited to that particular premium amount you paid to it. Whereas in insurance of a car, you can never be a insurance company. You have to only pay a premium, and it has to be for 1 year. Whereas in case of equity or index like Nifty or Bank Nifty, you can pay for 7 days insurance. Every Thursday there is an expiry. So you have to pay premium for 5 working days only. And you can enter any moment of time, and you can exit any moment of time. Even you can buy a premium on Friday, you can exit on Friday only. It is premium amount is depends upon the volatile and your time left for that expiry. So every time your premium rates are changing. Whereas you cannot exit in insurance policy. Once you pay the policy, you have to pay for it for 1 year. Whereas in case of equity, you have got an edge and you have to pay a small premium. If you are a buyer of call and put, you have to pay a premium. You can become an insurance company also. In case of option trading, you can sell the premium also and be an insurance company or insure somebody else by getting the premium amount from him. Generally, what is the percentage of premium in the option trade? Sir, percentage of premium depends upon the time left over the period, volatile, and what is the implied volatile at the time, and what is the time left, and what is the intrinsic value for that, which strike price you are calling buying that premium. So it depends upon, in case volatility VIX is too high, premium will be too high. If VIX is low, like results are coming tomorrow, VIX are too high, you never know, market can move 200 points up and down, so premium will be high. Once your elections results are settled down, your VIX will be down and your premium will come down. How option trading is executed, sir? It is simple. You have to go for option chain of any index. Option chain, covered call, save. This is, I tell you, one of the, what I do homework after 3:30. I am showing you my Excel sheet, and this is option total of call and put of every day of each expiry. This is expiry week. This is the Wednesday premium of call and put of 11th May expiry, and these are weekly expiries. So every day premium reduces every day because of time, because insurance company has to now give me insurance for 4 days only. First, he has to give me for these days 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. Then 1 day is less, then premium will be less. And before expiry, premium will be 80 rupees only. You can be a buyer of premium or a seller of premium. I prefer buying of premium. Put call ratio is good indicator, but it doesn't make any sense in case you have to go through other factors also. If you are doing pair trading, you don't have to worry much because it takes care of your stop losses also. And these are the premium amounts of call and puts of that closing rates of each day. And first column, there is expiry date. And these are the days: Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is off, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Where on Thursday it is expiry, so premium are closed near to strike price. I work on this, I make the table, I see how much premium can be down by a day. So I make my strategy accordingly. Always make the combinations of call and puts to make your strategies. Weekly expiry applies only to Bank Nifty, Nifty, Fin Nifty, and Mid Cap Nifty only, not to equity. Equity are monthly expiries. So for weekly expiry, Nifty is the best, and you must know Nifty index is the most traded index in the world for the last so many years. It is the most traded, so it is the most liquid asset in your thing. Ma'am, time is 7:30. So shall we continue, or another speaker must be waiting?
Yes, sir. Another speaker is waiting for us.
We
Sorry.
can take another 5 minutes for question answer in case there is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I request all the audience to comment down your questions. Sir will be addressing the same due to paucity of our time. Sir will be addressing your questions quickly. So kindly drop them so that we can have another speaker on board with us.
Because I don't want to, sorry sir, for taking your time.
Sir, please take your time, sir. No issue.
क्योंकि share market and equity market is like passion to me. If anybody calls me at 2 at the night, I wake up and start discussing with him. I am so passionate about this market, equity market. पागलपन वाला हिसाब है.
Great, sir. Do audience have any other questions?
One,
Yeah.
pair trading does not work when near to market. Due to next week market expiry then. Weekly expiry means it is. Pair trading means carrying the trade for the week, or even pair trading means two-leg trading. Two-leg means two options at a time. You should enter two options at a time and exit also at the same time. Two leg means one call, one put, or one call, or one put, one put. Like you can buy a call, then sell a call or another strike price, or you can do what do you call, buy this month, this week call, sell next week call, what is called calendar spread. You can do lots of things with the pair trading. There are millions of combination you can make. Is in stocks, we can invest in companies with high market capitalization. Like always go for large cap only. Yeah, what I'm already telling. Always go for the companies which are having more than 25,000 crore of market caps. How to hedge portfolio with the put option? I tell you one very good strategy for the put option to buy equity. I tell you one thing. If you have to invest large amount of money in one equity only, and you don't want to follow SIP, then before buying that equity, just write the out of the money put where always every month of that equity, and keep spare money to buy that equity. The month in which you get the loss in put, then you buy the of that stock. You will always get very less amount of that stock, and you will start earning. Can you share your winning in options similar to equity? If there is any one strategy, option winning strategy, it would have been written in the books. All other strategies should have been discarded. There is no one winning strategy. अगर एक ही strategy होती तो वो books में print हो गई होती. People have followed that strategy only. Are long-term mutual fund good for investment in comparison to investment? I don't think so. Mutual fund is good in case you know how to play your cards. Don't give your cards to other person to play. Play with yourself. One line strategy for option pairing. Sir, you can, I tell you one good strategy for option pairing. You can try it, and but don't blame it if it gives me losses, if it give you losses. You at 3:15 before closing, 3:30 market closes, at 3:15, buy the lowest pair of Nifty at 3:15. It comes out, I have already written the lowest pair total of call and put of closing rates. And at 3:15, buy these call and put, the lowest call put rates of same strike price, right? And next day, before 11, exit that, even if it's showing in losses or even if it's showing profits. In case there is gap up or gap down, you can double your money, or maximum there will be 10-point loss in your buying 1 day before a pair. Maximum loss is 10 points, but maximum profit you can double your amount also. By morning you should exit at 11, before 11. Can equity be traded business due to frequency of transaction? Can equity gain, capital gain be treated as business profit due to frequency? You can, in case you are day trading. Day trading is a business. So what is swing and how to make profitable spread? Sir, there is nothing called swing. If you are in driving seat, it is a swing. You know how to make a swing. You just try SIP. Can we have your contact number? My contact number is 93168 93168 again. 93168 93168. It's very simple to remember. Any other questions? Fundamental of Rajesh, exports are good, but price falls continuously in stock market. Price movement by operator or computer. How we predict price and create wealth? Sir, if you are not in driving seat, don't do anything. Just go by SIP. Tell the amount you want to invest, divide by 50, put the daily SIP. How long to continue in particular share in SIP? You should continue till your marriage. How long you want to keep your marriage? It is just like marrying to your stocks throughout your life. You will start loving it, and you will start adding one more shares. What is the better option, buying or selling option? I prefer buying because there is unlimited profit. You can see FII data daily on daily basis. They are always the buyer of option. They are never seller of the options. So it is because they are in driving seats. They can manipulate Nifty. So they are always the buyer. Who can manipulate the Nifty? They are always the buyer. I already told you one good strategy. Buy pair at 3:15 in the evening and exit next morning before 11. It can double your invested amount in sometimes, and your loss is maximum 10 points. And to substantiate that, I have shown this chart, which is Excel sheet, and these are the closing rates of every day of pair. Is it good to buy future and sell near ATM calls in Reliance or such beginner which can be rolled out? Anything pair is good. This is also one of the pair. Hanji ma'am, I think no more questions are coming.
Yes, sir. You have already answered all the questions very well. So I think we can conclude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. It was really great to have you on board with us for this session. You delivered your various insights. Sir has an experience of more than 30 years in this profession. He's been serving the profession for more than
Start
30
कर दूंगा
years.
मैं.
And sorry?
No.
Yeah. So, sir has delivered his experience for more than 30 years in our profession and has shared various useful insights throughout the session. I hope he has addressed all the queries because we can't see any other questions being lined up for the sir. He has provided us various insights in profit booking, risk strategies, investment options, and exit options related to stop losses, etc. So, that was a really good session, sir. Thank you for your time and really thank you for coming and discussing with our attendees over here. We are glad to have you on the session, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your time.
Looking forward for next speaker. I must say sorry for taking his time.
No issue, sir. Thank you. Very well session and very knowledgeable session, sir.
Thank you, sir. Ma'am, I should expect another Demat account of yours very soon.
Yeah, so I already have my Demat account. I was really, I'm a basic trader. I mean, I don't have that much knowledge as of like the way you shared, but I was really inspired by whatever the words, whatever strategies, risk assessment strategies you shared throughout the session. So I was a very active listener and I just really wanted to grasp all those strategies.
Thanks, ma'am. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for the fruitful session.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Yeah. So, welcome. Let's welcome another speaker. We have another prominent speaker with us today. That is CA Gaurav Sitija, sir. He has been serving our CA profession for so long, and he's a qualified financial professional. He has diverse educational background. Talking about his qualifications, he is a chartered accountant. He is also a BCom holder. He has also done LLP. Apart from this, he also holds certifications in DISA and NCFM, that is National Stock Exchange Certification in Financial Markets. So beyond this impressive educational credentials, he is an prominent speaker who will be sharing and delivering this session throughout. He'll be addressing all the queries of the attendees. As we can see, attendees are very much interested in mutual funds and the trading options, equity options. So sir will be addressing all your doubts, all your queries throughout his session. We are glad to have him with us on the session today. As you can see, he has delivered his contact number on the screen. So in case you require any information, you can get touching with the sir. Now, thank you so much, sir, for coming to this session. Handing over the session to you.
Thank you very much, Pooja ma'am. And if Nanda sir is here, thank you very much to Nanda sir. Sanjay sir is also has very good experience in share market, equity, and F&O.
Yes, sir.
And Sanjay sir already cut my wings because I have session on my mutual fund, and they already tell that ki mutual don't invest in mutual fund.
As a
But
beginner.
I will try to understand. I will try very well. No issue. And
Sorry for that, sir. Sorry for that. Basically,
no issue.
मैं ये चाहता हूँ कि जिसको ताश खेलनी आती है ना, अपने कार्ड्स दूसरों को नहीं देने चाहिए.
Definitely, sir. मैंने आपकी लाइन सुनी. If you are your own driving seat, then drive yourself.
Yes.
No issue.
Yes, sir.
There are always two sides of the coin, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, there are always two sides of the coins. One is share market and other is investment. Firstly, if you want to create your wealth, do your own business. But if you do not have your own business, then invest in others' business. Let us speak about the investment and how to create wealth by disciplined approach in mutual funds. Let us start. Wait a minute. Let me tell about the 30 to 40 years back of the India. Jamana badal hai. Is India changed? Let us checked, in previously 30 to 40 years, we have used telephones, pagers, typewriter, but now in this world, we have used laptops, high-tech mobiles, pen drives for data sharings. In technology, we have changed the world. And if we see home appliances, in Punjabi, we tell this angithi. For stove for cooking the foods, we use this angithi for cooking all the foods. But now at present, we use home appliances, very high tech home appliances like stove and grinders. Let me take another examples. In traveling, we use diesel engines and buses, but right now we have Vande Bharat, we have high-tech aeroplanes, and if we want Delhi to Mumbai, it's hardly take 1 hour and 2 hours, and we will reach at our destination. If in last 30 to 40 years, if we see in last 20 years, if we want to purchase any grocery item, then we have to go for lala, like in Hindi lala shop. We have to go market and purchase one thing like grocery, like milk, like salt. But right now there are one shop or one mall, we have to purchase needle or anything. There is always all the things are available at one shop. There is also for food, like we are converted ourselves into fast food. We have no time, we have shift pizza, burger, and really the world is changing in these things. Like power sector also, we have had generate electricity via coal and thermal power, but right now we have generate electricity via wind energy, solar energy, hydraulic green energy. In the previous 10 to 20 years, the retirement age is basically 60 years, but right now we everyone want to retire early, like 40 years, 45 years. In previous 10 to 20 years, like two decade before, lifespan is 70 to 75 years. But right now, high tech facilities is available in hospital industry. Now the lifespan is 90 plus years. Retired life before 20 years, the retired life is 10 to 15 years, because if you retire in 60 at the age of 60 and lifespan 75, the maximum retired life is 10 to 15 years. But right now retired life is 20 to 30 years. In previous 10 to 20 years, we all have joint families, but right now most of us we have nuclear family. In previous time, we all are depend on our children's, but we want to, right now we want to independent and don't depend on our children's. We have standard expense in last 20 to 30 years, but right now we have luxurious expense. We want to live luxurious life. Is you really think trend is changing or India is changing? If yes, like previous all the sectors in traveling sector, in fooding sector, in hospital sector, and in all sector, technologies upgradation time to time. Now time is changing. Do you think time is changing? But do you really think time is changed right now in investment sector also? Let us take example with the these data. Right now 50% investment is in property in India, and 15% and 15% bank deposits and in gold, and 6.2% in his insurance sector, 5.7 in PF, only 5 less than 5% in equity, and more than 80% investment in these three sectors: property, bank FD, and gold. Is really is really world over India is changing in investment sector, but we are trying to change ourselves and we are trying to go for better assets class. One more thing, last 20 to 30 years ago, the FD, the fixed deposits rate is approx 12 to 13%, but right now it is less than 6%. Due to some repo rate increasing, it is over 6 and 6.5%. But after some time, when repo rate will be goes down, it will be below the 5% or 5.5%. Do you see the trend of the falling interest rate in 1995? It was 13%. In 2003 and 2004, it is 5.50, and right now 22-23 it is approx 6%. The biggest challenge to wealth creation is inflation. Do you want, where you want to invest, just see you beat your investment, beat the inflation. The average inflation since 1993 to 2023, average inflation is 6.8%. And if you beat the inflation, just go for assets class which beat the inflation, and it will be only share market, it will be only mutual funds. Let us see the again, if you invest in property, someone asked me property is better than mutual funds or F&O or equity market, but I have shared this screen to him. Low rental yield overall in India, approx rental yield is average 3%. In Chandigarh this is 3.13%. In Bengaluru it is 3.64%. Delhi NCR it is 2.67%. And if you average all these, then average is approx 3%. Then if you, in property also, you don't beat the inflation. The inflation, average inflation, I already see the average inflation is 6.8% as per data of the RBI. The biggest hurdle, I already said, the biggest hurdle in your financial need achievement is inflation. Let us see with some example. In 1990 the gold is 3210 gram. In 2003 the gold is 5600 for 10 gram, and in 2022 it is 50,000 approx, and in 2023 it is approx 60,000, sir. Over 60,000. The actual inflation over 9.2%. On the other side, petrol in 1990 it was 9.84. 2003 it was 32.49, and 2022 it was over 100 rupees, sir. The actual inflation is 8%, approx 8%. For diesel in 1990 it was 4 rupees. 2003 it was 21 rupees. In 2022 97 rupees. Actual inflation for diesel is 10%. For milk, sir, in 1990 it was 6 rupees. 2003 it was 13 rupees, and 2022 it was 70 rupees, and in 2023 it is actually 80 crores, sir. The actual inflation is 8.2%. The only inflation is eating your money right now. Let's see, in 1990 1 lakh rupees is equal to 10,000 rupees in 2022. Then if you invest in any assets class, just see the inflation. If your assets class, investment assets class, beat your inflation, then definitely you should go for that. Otherwise you don't go for that. Let me show you some more example. In 2012 20,000 is the approx in average middle class family. 20,000 was the household expense is sufficient for the household expense. In 2022, right now it is 37,500, and in 20 wait a minute, and in 20 मेरे को ये screen नहीं दिख रही, मैं एक second. And 2032, after 10 years, it will be 70,000 rupees. And for right now, higher education is, if you want to go for higher education for your children, then it is 11 lakh rupees approx. If you go for professional courses, Sanjay sir and Pooja ma'am is already said that if you want to go for doctor right now, then your costing will be 80 lakhs to 1 year right now. But this is higher education, basic higher education. Your children have to go for higher education. Your costing will be 11.25% to 5 lakhs right now, but in 2032 it will be over 20 lakh rupees. And for the other side, marriage costing, right now marriage costing is 15 to 20 lakh, 18 lakh for middle class family for marriage purpose. But in 2032, with 6.5 inflation, the marriage costing will be 30 to 35 lakh rupees, sir. So I already told you, you have to if you want to invest in any inflation any assets class, just see the inflation first and go for that assets class which beats only, or which beat inflation only. Let me go for next slide. Next slide is now we have to discuss about the which assets class will beat the inflation. Sanjay sir is also told us that if you have the knowledge and the money, then go for direct share market F&O. But if you don't have knowledge, then go for only mutual fund and SIP medium. SIP medium. And how is the technique to go for SIP, mutual fund SIP? The right way is simple and smart, and right way is there will be 3 techniques to go for mutual fund. That will be start early, invest in right class and assets, right assets class, and save regularly, and go for consistently, and your goal will be achieved. Let us start with the start early. uh, Give time to your investment rather than timing the market. Some of investors time the market and don't know the power of compounding benefit. Some of investors time the market and they said we will invest 10 to 20 years after when our childrens will be educated, and we don't dependent on them. Let us take example with Mr. Early and Mr. Late. Mr. Early age is 25 years old, and Mr. Late age is 45 years old. And Mr. Early has invested 10,000 per month SIP mutual fund, and Mr. Late, after 20 years, he has invested 20,000 per month SIP in mutual funds. The retirement age is, we have expected 60 years right now, and after 35 years, Mr. Early invested 42 lakhs in mutual fund, and Mr. Late invested only 36 lakhs. Approximately 15 years he has invested with the 20,000 per month investment. See the difference totally. There is a huge difference in the investment corpus of the Mr. Early and Mr. Late. At the age of 60, Mr. Early has over than 11 CR, and Mr. Late has only 1.3 CR. We have created this example with the CAGR of 15%. Let us anyone can take the ROI with your inflation and with your estimate basis. We have take this 15% and CAGR. Let us take the another numbers and see the difference how we are right now in India. We have 8 crore taxpayers right now. We all are CAs, and we know these number very well. India population is right now, this is data as on 31st March. India's inflation approx 142 CR, over than 142 CR. And Indian insurance policy, which have insurance policy, have 48 crores plus numbers which have insurance policy, but only less than 5% of this inflation of this population invest in mutual funds or in share market or in equity markets, sir. Only right as on 31st March 2023, only 6.5 crore persons have mutual fund accounts, sir. And still long way to go. We have to go another slides for right assets class. See the difference here. The average inflation is 6%. See the first slides, red one, the actual gain, and the blue one is real gain. Average inflation is 6%, and in gold, the real gain, actual gain is 8.6%, and the real gain is 2.56% after deducting the inflation amount. And the and other side, silver have 8.3% actual gain, and the real gain is after deducting the inflation 2.26%. Bank deposit is real gain is 2.29% after deducting the inflation. And company deposits, we have take 1% higher return in the company deposit, for example, for this example. And after deducting inflation rate, the real gain is 3.23%. The only assets class beating the inflation is share market or equity. If you have knowledge or money, then you definitely go for directly in equity market and invest in equity market. But the condition is you have to regularly check the results after quarterly publishing the results, and shuffle your investment. And Sanjay sir already told, book your profit time to time in equity market. But if you don't have time or don't have knowledge, then go for this assets class. It will create your wealth definitely. We have go for next slides. In 1995, right now mutual funds is the very growing industry in the equity assets class. In 1995, the AUM of the mutual fund is approx 0 CR. In 2001 point approx 1 CR. In 2010 approx 6 CR. And see the huge tremendous growth after 2010 or 2015. Right now 2023, it is approx 40, over 40 crore. And right now I will share you my screen, Google screen. Ma'am, my screen is, wait a minute.
Yes, sir.
Wait a minute. My Google screen is sharing. See,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are able to see it.
let us check the AMFI data, Association of Mutual Fund in India. Right now, we have 7.30 crore account in the mutual fund, and the SIP amount of the mutual fund of the October month 2023 is 6,928 crore, and it is growing tremendously last 5 years. Let me check. Let In financial year 16-17, in April, the average AUM of the SIP holders is 3,122 crore in April month, and in May month 3,189, and it is growing gradually. And right now in October 2023, it is 16,928 CR. In If you see the annually data in 16-17 financial year, SIP's amount is 43,921 crore. All figures are in crore. In 17-18, it was 67,000. In 18-19, it was 92,000. In 19-20, it was 1 lakh. and due to Corona, it was dip only 4,000 crore, and after 2021, it was 120, 155, and right now till October, it is 107,240, 1,07,240 crore SIP data on the site of MP. You can check anytime, and after November month, it will after 5 to 10 days, it will update here, and you can check also. I will share the uh, URL link mpindia.com. अगर आप इस पे चेक करेंगे, you can check here, and November month data will be, I guess November data will be over 17,200 crore SIP in November month. Let me share my PPT. My PPT is visible, ma'am. My PPT is visible. Okay.
So sorry, I was on mute. Yes, sir. Your PPT is very much visible now.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
And the third strategy is first one is start early. We have already seen start early, benefit of start early. If you start early, then your corpus will be very much huge difference from the Mr. Late. And second one is invest in only right assets class which will beat your inflation. We have seen the as per data March 2022, only equity class is beating your inflation. And the third strategy is invest regularly. We Everyone want to purchase at lower price and sell at higher price, but don't chase the return. Only invest on regular basis and just average your rupee costing. Let us see with one example. Mr. SIP investor invests 1,000 rupees per month SIP when NAV is 10 rupees, and he bought 100 units. And next month NAV is 8 rupees. He invested 1,000 rupees again. He bought 125 units. Third month is NAV is 9 rupees. He also invested invested 1,000 rupees. He got triple one units. After third month NAV is 11 rupees. He also invested 1,000 rupees and he got 90 units. But Mr. who timed the market, Mr. lump sum, Mr. one time investor, invest 4,000 rupees at 10 rupees NAV. Right now NAV is after 4 month NAV is assume 11 rupees, and average price of his investment is 9.36 NAV, and his average price of NAV is 10 rupees. And his investment is Mr. SIP investment is 4,697, and Mr. one time investor is 4,400 only. Then this is the benefit of the invest regularly. Don't time the market. Don't time the market. Just average your rupee cost and just invest regularly. We will see the magic in regular investment. Let us see the with the example. Someone invest in market when the market is at highest point. He will get the return at the CAGR of 12%. And someone invest in the market Sensex when the market is at lower at all time low. The return is CAGR is 14.21%. And the systematic approach, who adopt the systematic approach, disciplined approach, there is not too much gap in the return when the market is too low. And someone invest first day via SIP medium, the return is 13%. Then there is not too much gap in this return when you have invest at the lower rate and you have invest via SIP medium. Then it is important to average your rupee cost. Don't time the market. Okay. Now I already said you don't focus on the return. You have only go for your control your risk, cost and time behavior. Just go for these, control your these behaviors. Don't see the return will be definitely create in your portfolio when you go for disciplined approach and long term approach. Sensex return, sir. In 1977, Sensex is 100 rupees, and if you have to invested 1 lakh rupees in 1977 79, and at present 2022, the Sensex was 58,000, and your investment was at 2022 is 5 crore 85,000 approx. At last 43 years, it gave CAGR of 15.96%. But on the other side, if you go for SIP medium in the Sensex or index fund or any fund, then it will be average. This is the average of 25 schemes in the mutual funds. The average of the 25 funds CAGR is 17.90. Your corpus will be, if you invest 25,000 per month, invested amount is 45 lakhs, and the invested tenure is 15 years. Let us assume CAGR is 17.90. Then your corpus will be 1 crore 98,000 rupees, sir, with this CAGR only. We have invest only 15 years and 25,000 per month investment. We have invested only 45 lakh rupees. Then your current value is 1.99%. This is as on 31st March 2022. And go for, we have make an example, Aditya Birla Sun Life Flexi. I don't promote this fund. We are just to take this only for example. In September 1999, someone started SIP of 10,000 per month, and the date is 10th. The data is from NC, MFI, and someone invest 10,000 per month. Then NAV is 37.75. The value is after 1 year 1,24,000. The actual return is absolute return is 7%, sir. And after second year, if you see, the actual return is, your actual investment is 2,40,000, and your actual return is downside, because due to some crisis or due to some war situation or due to some anything, market is just, you don't predict in market, definitely there will be loss or return. But in the long term, definitely you will gain from the market. Don't go for the short span in the market. If you go for short span, then there will be loss, and there will be profit. It's depend on market. But if you go for long term, you will definitely gain from the market. And see the magic in the next slide. 3 years, after 3 years, there is also in negative growth. You are negative growth right now, and some of investors stop their ships right now. They said there will be nothing in the market in SIP. But see the magic in the next slides. After 4 years, it will create huge difference. Your investment was 8,48,000, NAV is 38, and your value is 6.48 lakhs. The CAGR is 15.38%. In long term, if you go for SIP medium or long term, there will be CAGR, average CAGR 15 to 20%. Definitely you will achieve this goal. Let us see the next year. Next year, your investment is 6 lakh, and your current value is 11.25%. The CAGR, huge CAGR, sir. 25% 77. Patience pay karta hai, sir. Patience always pay to the persons. If you go for long term, after 10 years, your corpus will be 51 lakh rupees with the CAGR is 27%. It is a huge, and the average return from mutual fund is 20%. It is a huge return. They have investor got from this fund. And after 22 years, right now 31st March 2022, the CAGR is, I already said, the average CAGR in mutual fund approx 20%. The average return is here 18.27%, and the corpus of the person who have invested in 1999 10,000 per month, and as on 31st March 2022 the average corpus is 3 crore 10 lakh 30,400, sir. And this is the return. You can see the highest return is at the 10th level, 10th year 27.38%, but it is huge return. Never expect over 20% or 22% from the mutual fund. Let us see the next slide. The slide did same. I already told you, after 3 year or 2 year, when there will be decline in your investment due to some reason, most of the investors sell their units in mutual funds. This is the AMFI data or SEBI data. 71% investors stayed in MF scheme only less than 2 years, and 83% investor stayed in mutual fund only less than 3 years. They sell their units less than 3 years or less than 2 years. But if you see the magic of the power of compounding, or you will stay in the market on regular basis on or long term, then you will get the huge return. Only 3% investors stay more than 5%. Sir, this is SEBI data consultation papers. Only 3% investors stay invested in more than 5 years, and my investors claimed they don't build wealth in mutual fund because they have don't patience. If you want to get wealthy from this market, then you have patience. Definitely you have patience. चाहे क्रिकेट की पिच हो, चाहे म्यूचुअल फंड की पिच हो, अगर आप टिके रहोगे तो आपको रिटर्न मिलेगा ही मिलेगा. यहाँ पे here is one example for power of compounding. If you take the chessboard, and one grain in the first column, first square, and in the second square double of the previous one. Like example, in the first square you put one grain, and in the second square you put the two grains. In the third column you put the 2 into 2 4 grains, and in the fourth column you put the 4 into 2 8 grains. Then can you estimate how much grains at the 64th square? Can you explain? Can you estimate? Can you tell me the how many grains? Pooja ma'am, can you tell me
Yes, sir.
any estimate basis number?
Yes, sir. I request the audience to drop down your answers in the comment section so that we can hand over the answers. We'll be addressing the queries towards the end. Please drop down your answers.
In lakhs, in thousands, in hundred, in crores, how much number at the 64th square? If you double the previous square.
So I can see there is some technical glitch. I'm unable to see the answers. Have you guys listened to the questions, or do you want sir to repeat the same? Because I can see people posting questions over here.
Okay, no issue. Let us see the example. I'll share my Excel sheet. Wait a minute.
Someone said thousands, I guess.
Okay. Can you see Excel sheet on my screen?
Yes, sir. It's
Okay.
visible.
Let us see the example. There is a 64 square in the chessboard, and if we put one grain at first column, and second at the second column we double the last number. Second At the second column the grains are 2, third column grains are 4, and fourth column grains are 8, and so on. and the number will be huge. You can't count this number. Can anyone count this number and tell me how much amount this is?
Yeah, now I can see the answers floating up to me. Someone wrote 10 crores, someone wrote 18, 446, 744, 073, and so on.
Can anyone tell me this number, how much amount this is and how much grains this is?
Please drop down your answers. Is screen clearly visible to each and every one of you? Because it's clearly visible to me. I don't see any answers. The digits are very much visible.
Visible, na?
Yeah, they are clearly visible.
Someone asked screen is not visible.
Someone wrote more than 1,000 times in 100 crores.
Let
I
me-
got 2 answers.
okay, let me share my slide.
Rishita wrote in 100 crores and Srinivasan wrote more than 1,000 times.
After 15th year, or after at the 15th square, it will be 16,385. After that, after 30 years or 30 square, it will be 53 crore. And after, sorry, this is mistake. After, here is after 45 years or after 45 square, it will be 70 lakh 59,218 crore 60 lakhs 44,416 rupees 16 grains. Or I can't read this number at the 64 square. Can anyone tell me what is this number?
Yeah, Pravin Kumar said 92.233 crores.
It is huge amount. Or if it is double at every year, but in the investment sector, we will double at the CAGR. We earn average at the rate of CAGR 15%. Then your investment will be double in every fifth year. The simple logic is, if you want to check the how many years your investment will be double, then just divide 72 divide by CAGR, rate of interest. Let me check. 72 divided by 15%. Then your investment will be double after 4.8 years. And if you check the FD rate, 72 point divided by 7%. Right now, FD rate is approx 6 to 7%. Your investment will be double after 10.28 after 10.28 years. Then this is the investment. Your investment will be double after 5 years at a CAGR of 15%. This is a very low CAGR in long term. In long term, you will get approx 20 to 21, 22% CAGR, and this is the benefit of the compounding. And your money after 30 to 40 years, there will be huge amount, and you will get your wealth very disciplined approach. I already told you rule of the 72. If you want to check, I already repeat, and I repeat that if you want to check after how many years your investment will be double, just divide 72 divide by rate of interest. You can check with any example. We have do it with the 15% or 7%. After with the 15%, your investment will be double within 5 years, and with the 7%, your investment will be double after 10.28 years. Then now the question is, someone asked with me, we all know the benefit of the SIP, and we know the 3 strategy that start early in the right assets class or regular investing. then how much I can invest that is beneficial for me, and how much invest for per month I will invest in the SIP or mutual fund that will create my huge corpus, or that will create my wealth. Let us see with some example. Everyone want to plan for future financial need. Like there will be only four needs for the person, for education for their child's, marriage for their child, retirement, and the luxurious life. All other needs in the luxurious life. Anyone want for higher education for kids, they have their different needs. And anyone wants marriage for their children, they have different need. Retirement different need, and others are car, house, there will be different need. They have to invest accordingly, because the inflation rate is different for the different person. Let us see with the example. uh, at present, CPI CPI index is inflation index is approx 6%, 5.5%. But in this index, this is average index of inflation. In this index, there are many sectors of inflation, like food and beverages, clothing, housing, fuel, pan and tobacco, household, health, transport, and amusement, educations, and personal cares. Let us check with these three example. Household 1, household 3, and household 1 have only young couple with no kids. They have different need. And a household 2, married couple with two childs. And third one is senior citizen with no dependent, वो किसी पे dependent नहीं है. The different needs will be different. The household 1, the food and beverages, they have eat more and try new taste. They have index, because inflation rate of food and beverages is 7.47 as per March 2022, and the weightage of the CPI index is for 45%, 8%, 45.86%. Accordingly, they have spent more on food and beverages. And on the other side, household 2, marriage couple with two kids, they have spend less in foods. And on the other side, seniors spend on the foods, and more less from the household 1. Accordingly, clothing and footwear, young couple is spend more, 8%, or like 8 weightage. Or household 2, 7, and senior citizen is 3. So we will get the average of this, all this. We will get the average inflation rate for the household 1 is 6.7%, household 2 7.6%, and household 3 is 7.3%. And let us check how many investment you should do for monthly SIP with these inflation. Ma'am, I'll share my Google screen. Wait a minute.
Yes, for sure.
Like you plan for retire, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay, thank you. If you plan for retirement and your present age is 30, you can shuffle this number. I am explaining with this number. The present age is 30 and your retirement age is 60. Your monthly expenses right now is 50,000 rupees, and expected return you can claim for mutual fund is 15% in long term. And I put 15%. And assumption, we will take assumption inflation is 6%. Then your recommended retirement kitty is 6.88 cr. Then your monthly investment is at the age of 30, only 12,230 rupees monthly. And yearly this is 1.37 lakhs, and one time is 10.40 lakhs. You should go for only monthly mode, because monthly mode get the average of the rupee cost, and you get the more mutual funds units from the monthly mode. Let us check the other example, children education. If you want go for children education funds, how many years after your children will get the higher education? Let us take the example, after 10 years you will need the money. And right now the cost is which course you want to do. Right now your cost is at present of that professional course is 50 lakh. Expected inflation is we will take 6%. In the future it is approx, and expected return is 15%. After 10 years you will need 89 lakh rupees. And according to this, after 10 years you will get 89 lakh rupees, and you need 34,000 monthly amount invested in mutual fund. it will create your it will create a huge difference from the lump sum or monthly invested. If you go for one time, then there will be, you will never get any benefit of the average your cost, and the units will be less than monthly more. Let us check the another example, marriage for children. After, if there will be marriage your children's after 20 years, and the average cost of marriage is for middle class family is 30 lakh rupees. Right now inflation is 6%, expected return is 15%. Then you will need approx once year after 20 years, and your monthly investment is only 7,250. See the magic of the compounding. After 20 years you will get the once year approx with the CAGR of 15%, we assuming. But in the mutual fund, I guess there will be in the after 20 years you will get the 20% CAGR. If you get the example with the 20% CAGR, then the monthly SIP mode is only 4,000 rupees approx. Then this is the magic of compounding. This is the magic of SIP. See the other example also. If we go for financial calculator and the SIP delay cost. Today we if we are delayed to invest in SIP or mutual fund, then here we check how much is the delay cost. Right now monthly investment is like 10,000 rupees. Period is like 15 year. We will select 15 years. Expected ROI is CAGR is 15%. If you delay only 1 year from right now, then after 15 year your delay cost is 9.16 lakh 16,000 rupees. If we invest from today 10,000 for 15 year at a CAGR of 15%, without delay you will get 61.63 lakhs, and with delay after 1 year you will get 52.47 lakh. If you more number of if you delay 2 years, then the delay cost is 17.13 lakh. And if you expected return get from the mutual fund, expected return is 20%, then the delay cost for the 2 years, if you start SIP after 2 years, the expected SIP delay cost is 31 lakh rupees. This is the magic of the compounding. So this is, there will be three strategy I have already told you. Start early. If you are late right now, then start from today or tomorrow, then go for SIP or the amount as per your inflation rate. What scenario right now you are in, or what you want after 10 to 15 years. What is your goal? After goal you can decide your inflation percentage, and accordingly set your monthly investment amount, period, and expected return. You can select 15% in every example. This is average and bare minimum. After that you can grow this and take to the 20% CAGR. And let me share my PPT again. Here one is more option is the in the mutual fund and SIP is top up your SIP. this is the very good option in the SIP, and there will be very huge difference in the SIP who invest SIP in simple mode and who invest SIP with top up mode. Let us see with some example. Normal SIP investment period is 20 years and amount is 10,000 per month. And SIP with top up investment period is 20-year and amount initially investment 10,000 per month and 1,000 rupee top up every year. Let us check with the example uh, how much it will work. It will create your corpus. SIP of 10,000 in January 2021 with 1,000 rupees annual top up will become January 2022. It will be invested 11,000, 23, 12,000. January 2024, 13,000, 14,000, 50,000, 16,000, and so on. And there is the example and how amount corpus will be different. For 30 years you have invested 36 lakhs without top up, and your corpus will be 3 crore approx. And with the top up only 1,000 rupee top up every year, your corpus will be more than 80 more than 5 crore. The difference will be 2.25% approximately. Let us check with the example or the calculator. Same example we will check on the calculator. We will check on the SIP growth. Monthly SIP is 10,000 rupees. Period is 30-year. Expected return, I'll check how much in the example. Expected 12%. We will take here 12% CAGR, and the 1,000 rupees yearly you have invest more. Then you are sees here's the same 5.33 approx your estimated future value of the corpus. And the same if we don't invest top up, we will remain invested with the 10,000 rupees. Then there is 3.08 crore of, estimate future value of your corpus. uh, Let me share again my PPT. Here is the difference 2.25%. And one more thing in this slide, I will show you the SWP option. SWP option is the SIP is the systematic investment plan, and SWP is the better mode who has invested in FD. Let me check. Let me check with the example or calculator. SWP is basically if someone invest in FD and someone get a monthly income with the approximately 5 to 6% or 7%, then they will definitely adopt this option. Let me check with the one example. We will select. We have, ma'am, my Google screen is sharing or my slide is sharing?
Google screen is visible.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have selected equity purely equity method, or we will select any old. We will select all the check, and AMCs you can select any one AMC. I am selecting Nippon. Here is the Nippon India Mutual Fund, or the scheme is I will select Nippon India Growth. This is basically mid cap fund, and in the future uh, there will be time for mid cap and small cap. For if we developing to develop economy, then startup will be there, and mid cap and small cap fund will perform according to our opinion. Let us check if someone have money in the FD, then how this option will vary. This option is very useful for the FD holder. They can switch their money from FD to these options, and how this option will work. Let me take example with 50 lakh. Someone invest in FD 50 lakh rupees and switch their money in SWP option, and rate is 6%. Let us assume 6%. They want their money 6% back in your account. uh, Here is selected for 10 year, 15 year, 20 years. Then see the magic. Here's the 10 years. Let me show my Excel sheet. My Excel sheet is visible, ma'am.
Not yet, sir.
Wait a minute. Now visible.
Uh, no, sir, I can't see your screen.
I'm sharing my screen with this Excel. Now,
Yes, sir, it's visible now.
okay. This is the example of Nippon India Growth Fund 10-year SWP option. If someone invested, this is the history of last 10 years. If someone invested December month 2013 50 lakh rupees in SWP and get the 25,000 per month every month, then he will get the approx 25,000 rupees multiply 12 multiply 10 approx 30 lakh rupees he has withdraw from this SWP option, and his corpus of 50,000 rupees will be after 10 year, it is 2.32 crores 61,950 rupees with a CAGR of 20%. In this SWP option, he has got 30 lakh rupees per month, 25 rupees, 25,000 rupees, and got the 30 lakh total in totality. And his principal amount is also growing with the mutual fund method. And right now, at present, 2023 December month, the amount will be 2 crore 32 lakh rupees. And get the other example of the 15 year. If you check the 15-year example, ma'am, my 15-year screen is visible to you.
So it's visible. The Excel sheet is clearly visible.
15 years one.
No, that is not visible. Only your Excel sheet is visible.
Wait a minute, wait.
Yeah.
Now visible, ma'am, 15 years sheet.
No, sir.
No.
No.
What are you seeing? What are you seeing right now from my screen?
So
right
that
now?
is the Excel sheet of detailed SWP cash flow, which you were explaining,
15 year,
right?
na? This is sheet for 15 year.
Okay.
This one.
Okay.
Second row.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now it's
Okay,
with.
got it.
Yeah.
Let us check 15-year sheet, same fund, and if someone invest before 15 year back 50,000 rupees, 50 lakh rupees in this fund and get the 25,000 rupees each month. The person has get the 25 multiply 12 multiply 15, 45 lakh rupees whole tenure, and his money will grow with the mutual fund. At present his money is with the CAGR of 20%, 5.6 CR with the mutual fund method. Or this is possible only patience and don't withdraw the money. there is many scenario, there are many scenario when the money has dipped. You can check the corona scenario also. Corona is getting February March 2022. In 20, February 2020, sorry, February in 2020, the corpus was 2 crore 31 lakh rupees. And after the March, in the April 2020, the corpus was only 1.57 cr. It is declined 2.31 minus 1.57. 74 lakh rupees declined from this corpus due to corona scenario only. But if someone remain invested in this fund, he will get the more corpus and get the more returns in this fund. And right now, at the December month 2023, he has 5.65 crore with the CAGR of 20%. Let us check with the 20-year example also. uh, Wait a minute, I am downloading the sheet for the 20 years. Ma'am, now Excel sheet is visible.
Yes, sir, it's visible.
For the 20 years with the same fund. Uh, right now 2023, and 20 year back it was 2003, and someone invested 50 lakh rupees in the SW option with this fund, and get the 25,000 per month with this fund. 25,000 into 12 multiply 20, he has get 60,000, 60 lakh rupees. 60 lakh rupees from this fund via monthly mode or via monthly income. And at present, at 2023, he has 17 crore 72 lakh 8,477 rupees with the CAGR of 21%, 21%, 64%. And here is also dip in the in many times in this corpus. You can check also the corona example. In right now, before corona he has 7 crore, and after corona, April month, he has 4.82 crore. After that, someone remain invested in this fund, he will get this 17 crore rupees right now in this fund. So the game is only start early, remain invested, get patience in your investment. You will grow your money with huge margin, or you will get your corpus from the mutual fund industry. And the mutual fund industry has bright future. You can build your wealth from disciplined approach also. If you have don't knowledge about the market and you have don't time, then definitely you have to go with the mutual fund. And right now, if you don't invested in mutual fund with the SIP method, SIP method, you should definitely go for SIP method. And check your monthly amount, how much you need to invest in mutual fund with the inflation method. And someone if ask from the if someone ask question from me about this, how I check my monthly amount, someone contact me via my mobile number or my mail ID, or I'll share my account, mobile number and mail ID on the screen. Wait a minute. My PPT is visible, ma'am?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay. This is my mobile number and mail ID, and this is QR code. If someone want mutual fund message on updation about the mutual fund or the funds, about the performance of the fund, if someone scan this code and register yourself with your mobile number, name, and mail ID, and we will share all the updates about the mutual fund industry and fund performance. And someone have questions right now, and he can ask me from right now. or if someone someone want to call anytime someone want to call, then my number is 8950 and my mail ID is cagorostija@gmail.com. Any
Yes,
question?
sir.
Any question right now? If someone have question right now, ma'am,
Yes,
Q&A.
sir. Yes, sir. There are a few questions lined up. Looking at the paucity of the time, I would like to share the questions. The first question is, SWP is better than FD or it's risky?
Sorry, SWP is better than FD or
FD or it's risky?
Forex?
Yeah. Kunal wanted to ask that whether SWP is better than FD or it is riskier than FD.
No, in the long term, nothing is risky in mutual fund. Basically, I already show the Corona time also. The someone investment was 2 crore, 3 crore, and there was a dip in after in within the 1 or 2 months span. Then after the someone who remain in the invested in this fund, then he will get the more corpus after the some time. Then there will be no risk in the long term. But I already show the figure of Aditya Birla fund, that with the second or third year they will get the negative return, but after the some time they will get the positive return. So then in the short term there will be no guarantee that you will get the positive return. But if you remain in the long term, or like 5 year, 10 year, 15 years, then you will get definitely huge corpus return, and the average CAGR return is 15 to 20% in the long term.
So people want to know the procedure after scanning the QR code. It is asking for details. Do they have to enter all the details?
Yeah, there will be three options. You have to put in the detail your name, your mobile number, and your mail ID, then submit it.
Okay. And talking about the presentations, people are really impressed by your presentation. I request the attendees to drop down a mail to cfmip@ici.in, wherein we'll share the presentation which is being delivered by the sir here in the session. We'll share the presentation over there. So please drop down a mail to ICI committee over there. Another question I can see is, sir, somebody wanted to know about the parameters on the basis of which compounding can be applied.
Parameter.
On the basis of which compounding can be applied.
Ma'am, compounding parameter is basically it will be compounding in the long term only. If you go for, I already share my let me give me 1 minute.
Yeah.
I'm sharing my grain example sheet.
In the meanwhile, attendees can drop down your queries. So we'll be addressing the same. We are already running short on time, so you
The
can
Excel
drop down
sheet
your queries.
on my screen.
Yes, sir. Excel sheet is visible.
Okay. Can you see at the 15th year, or the at the 15th square, there is only 16,000 grains, and after the 30 year or 30th box, there is 53 crore 68,000, and so on. This number is grow gradually, because if you remain invested long term, then the you will get the interest or compoundingly in the previous return also. So the parameter is also getting for the compounding is remain invested for the long term. Don't go for the short term. If you go for the short term, then compounding doesn't work for your investment.
Okay, sir. Sir, another question is, any recommendation to choose any specific time or like for month or whatever the period is for SRPs?
SIP is basically monthly mode.
Exactly.
Someone ask me for date, then you should go for last date, like 20 last dates of the month, 25 or 28, because every month on the last Thursday there will be expiry. Then there will be less trade in the market, and the market is less market is stagnant or downside. So you will get the more units of the mutual fund in the SIP model.
Okay. And sir, Himani wanted to know that there are so many mutual funds, how to decide which one to invest in. Ranjan also has the same
There
question.
are many parameters, ma'am. There are many parameters to decide the mutual fund. Uh, there are past returns, fund manager, and someone asks for a expense ratio, and someone asks for portfolio in which mutual fund is invested. Someone asks, I will invest only defense stock. Then there are many mutual fund; those are invested in only defense. Someone asks for, I have only invest only mid cap or small cap. Then there are many mutual fund schemes which are invest only small cap and mid cap companies. So it is depend totally on you, in which sector or in which company you want to invest. Then accordingly you can go for mutual fund schemes. That's why I am sharing my QR code, and some if you want to get any updation messages, and if you want to do any query, then definitely scan this code and register this. I will share updates regularly on this number.
Okay. So the last question I can see over here is by Pavan Soni that can we invest in bonds through Golden PI instead of mutual fund as bond market is still untapped?
No, definitely you should go for a mutual fund pure equity, because if the only instrument in the mutual fund which beat the inflation is pure equity method. If you go for gold scheme or go for any other scheme, then it will beat inflation with the less margin, like 1% or 2%. The return will be less than equity method.
Okay, sir. Are there any more questions or shall we conclude? I can see one more question flashing up to my screen. That is, what do you advise
Ma'am,
for
sorry to
seniors?
interrupt you. QR code is visible right now?
Just a second, sir. Yes, sir, it is visible.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you.
Yeah. The question I can see is what do you advise for senior citizen, whether they should go for equity or hybrid?
Ma'am, they should go for hybrid. Basically, balance advantage fund is there in the market, which invest in equity, which invest in gold, or which invest in debt portion also. According to your need, you can invest in equity portion like 30% or 40% in equity portion, 30% in gold or debt bond, and remaining in the other schemes. Then BAF is a very good scheme for the senior citizen, and SWP option is the very good scheme for the 45 plus or 55 investors also.
Okay. So I don't think any other questions are being left. People are sending you a request through QR codes. So sir will connect with you soon. After this session, he'll be addressing you over there. In case any other questions are left unanswered, please drop down because I can see all the questions are being answered. Are there any other questions? We'll be waiting for a couple of seconds for you guys since we are running short on time. So you can just flash down your questions. We'll be taking up them quickly.
This slide is 2 minutes. Can we stay on this slide? If someone want to scan this code, then they will definitely go for it.
Yeah, sure. We are waiting for you for a couple of minutes to scan the QR code. Attendees can scan the QR code over here. You can see people commenting compounding is the eighth wonder of the world.
Right. Systematic approach, ma'am. Definitely you should go for systematic approach in anything. If you want to do anything, you should go for consistently method. uh, Bruce Lee the hard kicker said कि इन हिंदी उसका कोट आता है कि जिस पर्सन ने प्रैक्टिस करी है 10,000 किक 10,000 किक की एक टाइम, तो मुझे उससे डर नहीं लगता। लेकिन जिस पर्सन ने एक किक की प्रैक्टिस 10,000 टाइम कर ली है, वो डेफिनेटली उसको हरा देगा, क्योंकि वो किक अगर उसको पड़ेगी ब्रूसली को तो वो उसमें खत्म हो जाएगा डेफिनेटली। तो आपको एक 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 अप्रोच आपको और डिसिप्लिन मेथड से उसमें आपको चलना पड़ेगा। अगर आप डिसिप्लिन मेथड में उसमें आप नहीं चलेंगे तो डेफिनेटली आपको किसी भी चीज में और कहीं पे भी फायदा नहीं मिलेगा, और कंपाउंडिंग का बेनिफिट आपको हमेशा लॉन्ग टर्म में मिलेगा।
All right. So let's conclude the session. All right. Thank you for being here, sir. Thank you for your time and the wonderful insights which you delivered. It was an honor for us to be a part of this session over here. Thank you so much. Thank you to you and to Sanjay Kapoor, sir, as well. Unfortunately, Nanda sir is not present here for concluding the session since he is busy with the seminar. He is being occupied over there. So I would like to conclude this session with a few sayings. One of the very famous saying which is in a Hindi quote is, एक अच्छा ट्रेडर वही होता है जो अपने लॉसेस को मिनिमाइज करता है और प्रॉफिट्स को मैक्सिमाइज करता है. As Sanjay sir told us various strategies for stop losses and exit strategies and various profit booking strategies with a slab of 5 to 10%. So that was a wonderful insight being shared by Sanjay Kapoor sir. Thank you so much for your time. Another insightful knowledge and experience which was being shared by Gaurav sir was related to inflations, mutual funds, and the investment options. Sir also shared various investment options which were being available to you. Sir also shared the power of compounding with you all. Now, I would like to give a big round of applause and a token of thanks to both the prominent speakers, CA Sanjay Kapoor sir and CA Gaurav Satija sir. Thank you for your wonderful time. Thank you, sir. The entire session was really knowledgeable and fruitful. In the end, I would like to conclude by saying, ट्रेडिंग में एक्सपीरियंस ही सबसे अच्छा टीचर होता है, बिकॉज जितना ज्यादा आप ट्रेडिंग खुद से करता है उतना ही आपको एक्सपीरियंस मिलता है. द प्रोमिनेंट स्पीकर्स वर हेयर विद अस, जिन्होंने अपना अपना एक्सपीरियंस जरूर हमारे साथ शेयर करा है, अपनी अपनी स्ट्रैटेजी शेयर करी है. तो आप उन्हें खुद एक्सपीरियंस करो, आप एक लैडर से स्टार्ट करो. बिगिन विद इन्वेस्टिंग इफ यू आर अ बिगनर. Go with the advice of mutual funds as being suggested by Gaurav Satija sir. And if you are a prominent player who already has, basic knowledge of equity market and financial markets, follow the various and beautiful insights being shared by Sanjay Kapoor sir. Thank you so much, sir, for your wonderful session. Thank you so much for your time. It was a great honor to be a part with both of you and the attendees. Thank you for your time and an active listening attendees too. I guess you guys are on mute. I'm unable to hear you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Have a good day. Good night. Thank you for this
Thanks a
wonderful
lot,
session.
ma'am. Hope आप सिर्फ सुना नहीं होगा, अमल भी करेंगे.
Exactly, sir. मैंने तो सर एज अ बेसिक लर्नर बहुत सारी चीजें सीखी है.
मैम का डीमेट अकाउंट ऑलरेडी है सर.
यस
एक और खोलेंगे, एक और खोलूंगा मैं.
सर उसी वाले डीमैट में स्ट्रैटेजीज अप्लाई करना स्टार्ट करूंगी.
मैम की लेकिन सिप नहीं है, एसआईपी नहीं है.
नहीं, एसआईपी भी है सर.
That's
एज अ बिगनर मैंने एसआईपी स्टार्ट करी थी.
That's it.
ट्रेडिंग में मैं सिंस लास्ट ईयर एंटर करी थी, बट इतनी ज्यादा इनसाइट्स मुझे ऑप्शंस और फ्यूचर्स की नहीं थी. आई यूज्ड टू बी एन इन्वेस्टर इन इक्विटी एंड शेयर्स ओनली. तो अभी फ्यूचर एंड ऑप्शंस की मुझे काफी इनसाइट्स मिली इस सेशन से. सो इट वाज अ रियली ग्रेट सेशन.
Thanks, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you to all of you. Thank you to all of you. Good night to everyone.
Yeah, thank you so much. Have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you.